dancing, don't ask why. Recycle rockets block the sky. The stars are linked girlfriends, AI. His hearts go out to you and I. And all the cyber trucks will fry. Turns out he packed this orange guy. Flamethrower feeds the Falcon thrust. Now we're all breathing Elon's mud. Named his pit capture code. He's building tunnels under roads. Neural lace in every skull. The woke mind virus, time to go. AI and his rays are young. To meme or not, you know which one. He tweets a thought, the markets cry. Gaming feats, now that's a lie. Optimus knows kung fu trust. We all ascend through Elon's thrust. Cities home on Martian shores. Robo bros do all the chores. Tunnels hum like sacred veins. Human dreams and solar chains. He's late again, but time's a myth. He bought the moon and exits glyph. The richest clown, the rocket's cuss. What's that smell? It's Elon's Musk. Cat grows code in zero G. They worship memes religiously. The sky's a grid of Starlink threads. GPUs crammed in our heads. He has a vision, man, really cooks. Grok, imagine how sick this looks. It's looking like the budget's toast. The Epstein files are just a ghost. That old non-profit closed. AI leaving Elon high and dry. He sold his house but bought the sun for 20 trillion. Starships run enough to fight the Zuckerberg, Sam Altman and his Ghibli horde. So go get chipped, it's just a plus. If Elon said we surely must. Now breed, you fools, or we'll all die. Just salute and let the tism fly. The sky for Kardashev, we gotta try. It smells just like first principles, with politics that push and pulls before we reach the human dust. Come take a whiff of Elon's must.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy W Wormy, and I'm back with a storm. We're back. We're here. We're ready to get things going. Reminder to everybody out there, I will be. Oh, I just had my words there. Tomorrow, tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow, March 11th, I turn 29. Turn 29. I'm having like my life flash before my eyes right now and starting to realize, man, what have I accomplished in human society? Jerked off. I don't know. Anyways, watch out for the door. Fuck you, Kel. Hodor can't open with a song by the Doors because he gets struck. Anyways, welcome guys to another rousing episode of Chaturday. Whatever, I don't care. Anyways, we're moving on. We got some stuff to talk about tonight. We got a few things, okay? We got a few things. One, I I have a fucking tweet popping off that I was not expecting. I have 2 tweets popping off that I was not expecting today. My new tweeting strategy is to just quote tweet or retweet whatever I think is interesting. That's my new strategy. And I'll give a little quippy remark as well, here or there. I'm not going to do paragraphs or crazy shit like that. I'm just doing my own little thing. And my fucking ex has been popping off all goddamn day. I hate it, kind of. I kind of hate it. There's this period in my life where I was like, man, I just want a couple views on my tweet, maybe 10 likes. That would be nice. Now I'm getting thousands, and it's like, I don't like this anymore. Leave me alone. Or at least go over to my YouTube channel where I am live, or my Twitter, Twitch, or my Kick. Either works. It's fine. Okay, guys? It's fine. But no, I've been having a very interesting time right now. And I am going to say, more views on uploads, I believe, but that's because she is less political and more cultural. They are both amazing, though. And they're both amazing, though. Sorry, I just noticed. So I saw this tweet real quick from Grix, okay? And it's, I guess he was watching the stream between both Nyara and Anal Violence, which, bro, you do you. If you want to put yourself through that torture, go right on ahead. I do not have the capability to undergo that level of brain deadery, but that's what I'm willing to bet it was there. And all I'm thinking when I'm seeing this is the reason Smugglana seems to have more reach or anything compared to Kirsha, even though Kirsha gets more views maybe live, is because Smugglana's clips, which she puts out relatively commonly, it's more cultural versus political, like right left political dynamics. Smugglana's content is more like culture. It's kind of like Scoochon, who also puts out good content. Like all 3 of them put out great content, but they always get compared because Smugglana and Kirsha are friends, so they constantly get compared, where it's not really fair. It's not a fair comparison, because like they cover different shit. So why ever try to compare the two? It doesn't work out that well. So anyways, though, we got some stuff to talk about tonight, because we got, guys, Hasan Piker didn't just crash out once today. He crashed out twice. 2 very different reasons for the crash out. One's hilarious. The other one has some BTFO time. He gets to get beat up a little bit because of it, because he said something super retarded, on par with, you know, America deserves 9/11. You know that shit. But no, we're gonna talk a little bit about that. Then we got a Bimbo. We got a Bimbo attacking anime fans. So we'll also discuss that, because quite frankly, fuck her. I don't think just because you were popular at one point in time, you get to get away with acting like a see you next Tuesday. I don't believe in that. I think if you act like a see you next Tuesday, you should get called out as a see you next Tuesday. So we're going to do that. We're going to call out a see you next Tuesday, justifiably so, because she's acting like a see you next Tuesday. I also got some other things to talk about as well. I have a new clip from Frogan. I have a new game that's coming out that I think is going to be freaking cool. And before I go too far, because I will forget about this. Let me pull this up, because this is one of my tweets that is going pretty viral right now. Hasan needs a cardboard cutout of Kaya, like Iran's missing supreme leader, at his swearing in ceremony. I mean, that's true. That's true. Bro, I am just so amazed with the people that legitimately, I don't get it. Why are you guys so incapable of just reading what the administration has put out about what's going on in the Middle East and shit like that? Like, why is that somehow toxic to you people? And what I'm talking about is I've heard this so many times, and I'm sorry for looking down so much. I got a Rubik's Cube, so I play with this now. But I've heard this so many times that the Trump administration has not been so forthcoming about what they're doing in Iran. Nobody knows what's going on in Iran, blah, 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 blah. You know the general bullshit. And I'm over here like, no, they've been telling you what's happening and what their goal was. Basically crush them. Get rid of them at all costs. That's the goal. They are done with the regime. They don't want the regime to have a nuke, so they're gonna crush them. I don't get why that's so hard to figure out. And it's also not like Marco Rubio, this Monday after we did the first round, that first Monday came out and said, hey, we did this because they were about to cross a precipice of having so much ammunition that we wouldn't be able to stop them from having a nuke. And everybody's like, I don't know why we're doing this. I don't know why we're doing this. I don't know why we're doing this. They've told you why we're doing it. You're just retarded. It's so fucking laughable. And I've just gotten to this point where I'm like, it's not even worth arguing with these legitimate retards. It's just not worth it. Because they are just so stupid. And they try to act like people like Hasan, not Hasan Piker, but fucking Nick Fuentes is the be-all end-all of greatness. It's so stupid. But I do want to talk about this because we talked about this a little bit yesterday. I didn't do a clip on it, but for all of those who remember, Celeste, she will respond to me eventually and tell me how to pronounce her name because I am retarded. Anyways, Jeremy, thoughts on Brittany Venti and Kino Casino thinking anime is a vile? Listen, Kino Casino, here's the thing real quick. James Shirley, Kino Casino, most of the things they say, always take it with a bit of salt. They're gonna do their own thing. Everything, a lot of what they say and do is exaggerated for the sake of entertainment. They'll get like, they'll be right on board with like a lot of the shit they say. Like a lot of the shit they say is accurate, but you also have to remember like they're also like comedic individuals. Now that Bimbo though, Brittany Venti, we'll talk about her a little later because I pulled up that article. I have her Substack article pulled up. It's retarded. It's retarded. Oh my God, is it retarded? So we'll talk about that a little later. But I do want to get this first from Celeste. Celeste did get her Twitch account. She got suspended on Twitch the other day. Pulled it up here. She did try to appeal it and it did not work out, which goes to my tweet. So got it. Wishing death to America is good, but being Christian is bad. And it does look, if I can find this again, give me a second. I did have it. I should have grabbed this. I would have been smarter on this point. Fuck, where did I put it? No, okay, here, I'm gonna go Ember Paradox, because Ember Paradox did end up finding, like, she went hardcore into the paint on figuring out who the person more than likely was that was trying to get our Celestum kicked. And it looks like they're going to hiding now. So we got that going on. She's a woman, of course it is. Well, yeah. Oh, Kel, you have no idea how retarded what that person said is. But real quick to this. Again, updates regarding the Celeste mark. They think they ended up finding the guy. We already went over that. It's this dude. His account's now suspended. But prior to that, he posted this on Reddit, it looks like. Here, I do want to retweet this before I forget. Important message backing off from Celestum, effective immediately. Greetings, folk. So recently, I was notified by someone I know that Celestum is planning to file a cease and desist on me. So what's going to happen? I will be backing off from further interactions with Celestium with immediate effect as of right now, March 9th, 2026. There will be no posts in regards to her or any discussions related to her. Too, I will be making a new X account. I'm going to basically wipe myself clean, transfer some stuff I follow on to my upcoming new main, and basically I will be starting back out. You get it. He's trying to run and hide. He's trying to run and hide because he's an idiot. Just realized YouTube deleted my previous comment. Congrats, making it to 29. Your life is basically over now. I know. Brittany Venti thinks Scarface is less vile than anime. Yeah, Venti lost her mind. Dude, that entire thing, her entire article. You guys want to do that first, actually? Because I wanted to just get some updates on Celestium. Because the person who's going after her is just psycho. Like, legitimately psycho. But maybe we should just do that first. Where is it? By the way, it is very weird to have fucking tweets doing numbers. I don't know how I like it. I don't like it how... I don't know if I like it. I kind of don't. But whoever the dude going after Cell is, she said he's an adamant pedo. Wait, oh, what? What? I need that info. By the way, I dropped my Rubik's Cube. Y'all leave a like on the stream for Dermy. Well, I thank you. God, I'm not gonna be able to say your name. I'm too stupid. Gantorin. Gantorin. I need to look more into the Celeste stuff because the main stuff I've seen is that she tried to repeal it. Some more bullshit's gone on. I've been kind of seeing, like, I've been at work all day. I haven't actually got to dig into this dude that was going after her, so I might do that. Maybe towards the end of the stream, we'll do that a little bit. Just take a look because I do like what Ember's doing, is kind of like finding that all. You missed Side Schoolers today. That's where she said it. Didn't miss Side Scrollers. I'm just gonna put that one out there. Not gonna talk a whole lot about it, but I don't watch Side Scrollers, and I have my reasoning. Not gonna talk about it. I'm friends with people on Side Scrollers. They know my reasoning. Okay, everything is gay and retarded. Not everything is gay and retarded. Jeremy, thoughts on Brittany Venti saying Scarface movie is less vile than anime? We'll look at, dude, we're pulling this up now. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. We're doing this. We're doing this. We're gonna do this one first because washed up, begging for relevancy. I'm trying to watch what I say because I am gonna put this up as a clip. So I am trying to, you know, mitigate some of how I'm starting this. But washed up, begging for relevancy, Bimbo has decided to come out here and put out an entire Substack article on why anime is bad and how it ruined an entire generation of men. I'm not even joking. This is an entire Substack article that she put out here, and I've already skimmed the article. It ain't good. It ain't good, but we see this right here. Anime ruined an entire generation of men. I love anime too, but we are not the same. Internet girl Brittany Venti Substack. So I have it pulled up here. Oh, Lord, this is wild. Venti's just a clout chaser, chasing drama queen. She was at Anime Matsuri 2 times. I know, I saw her at least, no, both times. Both times I went to Matsuri SR. So there's that, but I do, oh god, this is this is a wild one. She's always had this stance, boobs. No, she hasn't. Not this one. This one's this is one of her examples of being, you know, an internet clout chaser, where she's doing her hardest to actually try to get relevancy, get fame, get popularity, do all that nonsense. That's what she's trying to do here, and it's not. Listen. She's an idiot, and this is not a good article. Not at all, because I'm not lying. I clicked on the article and it says anime ruined an entire generation of men. I love anime too, but we are not the same. How does it start? Sexual vulgarity seems to be half of the engagement on this platform. I wanted to talk about the vulgarity culture as a new writer on the site. I think the sex talk is an overindulgence in degeneracy while giving the illusion of... I think that's aristocracy? I'm not even gonna try. AKA poser. And it's a cop-out for interesting writing. I define interesting in this context as either a niche topic or a unique take on any topic. I'm not expecting perfection, but I am expecting some goddamn effort on writing social media. I'm just gonna be real. How is this how is this like... John Della Rose made a video claiming One Piece is mega woke. What the hell? You know what? I can only take so much stupid at once, okay? I'm not over here trying, like, I can only take so much stupidity at once. What the fuck? Anyways, oh god. John Della Rose is a retard, by the way. Anyways, I didn't want to contribute to what I find to be an issue, but I do want to address it. I only recently became active on Substack, and yes, I am new around here. My medium is YouTube, writing my scripts for YouTube and streaming, which I have done for over a decade since the original internet, before everything was cheapened by oversaturation, and I pray that doesn't happen to this website. Oh, I see what you're saying, James. Don't worry. By the way, this is supposed to be all about anime. This whole thing right here is why she's joined Substack, which is okay. I'm noticing a theme, and it's that half the site is people talking about some whore they effed in a harsh way. In the same manner that I'm writing in right now, here's an excerpt of what I'm talking about. Black evil bish stole my virginity in Japan. I should have waited. What? I was too much of a ussy to cold approach woman, so back at the hostel, I Tinder swiped endlessly, humiliation ritual. Surprisingly got my first match pretty fast and immediately got half hard. To my dismay, it's not someone I found immediately attractive. I have to convince myself she's pretty. It's not that she's bad looking. She's just below average, but her D breasts allow her to punch high above her weight. She's not Japanese or Asian. She's black. What has anything to do with this about anime? What is this to do about it? This is in the exact same article, by the way. This is in the anime article. What is any of this to do with anime? Okay, we're just gonna move on. That was just a snippet. It's trying to give American Psycho, but instead it's giving erotic fanfic with zero tact. No, it just sounds like a dude ended up having like bad sex. It just sounds like he had bad sex with somebody. Sounds like an isekai backstory, that too. The worst part about this is that these people think they're unique. I've been on this site 3 whole seconds, and I've already seen a bunch of guys who write as the pathetic guy who can't get ussy, but pretend they will choke mid-tier whore. She's a whore because she is pity fucking them out. I'm not seeing where any of that actually like connected here. I'm not seeing how you jump to that. It sounds like just a guy that can't get ussy. Like, can pronounce excerpt correctly, but struggles with, I think it's aristocracy or aristocracy. But no, aristocracy would be the correct way because aristocracy isn't a word. So aristocracy. I think it's that, but I wasn't sure. That's why I just skipped it. Oh, okay. Because they like so angry and bitchless, yawn. I'm still struggling. How did we get from this excerpt to where we're about to go? I don't see it. I'm struggling. I'm struggling here. They all think they're Patrick Bateman or Shinji from Evangelion. Again, how are we making this jump? This has to be parody. This has to be parody and not a legitimate complaint. Like, nothing here seems logical. It just seems pathetic. If you don't watch anime, good for you. Me who grew up watching and appreciating it. It's this teen boy who has the harem of girls during a war against what they refer to as angels. Well, technically he does have a harem, but it's not technically a harem because he's actually supposed to be a depressed individual dealing with trauma, and he's a broken person. You're not actually supposed to relate to Shinji. He is supposed to be a broken person. They're all broken people. They fight in big mech robot that's synchronized with the pilot. Okay. Cue the, he's literally meat. He's not. Reddit is full of stories like that. If it were an isekai, it would be titled, I tried to land a Japanese girl, but I ended up banging an American tourist. That works. If I see someone with a Shinji profile pic, I already know they're bad news. It's like screaming you have boy PD, BPD, but for boys. It's like Hello Kitty obsessed girl, but why? Way worse because it's some neurotic, useless soft boy who is a very online. You know what? I respect the use of the slur, but at the same time, it's overused and overplayed and kind of boring. Branding himself as a less sensitive young male. No. I'm well aware of that, James Shirley, but no. Listen, most of the people that use Shinji are just soft. They don't understand that Shinji is supposed to be a broken individual. He's not a good character. He's a depiction of the main character, like the actual author. And it was going through the period of time when he had, not BPD, but no, was it bipolar? It was either bipolar or schizophrenic. It was one of the two. So like, that's why the anime starts becoming it the way it does. The manga is also vastly different. It's an entire shit show, but it's still a good story. But it's supposed to be him, more or less. He is a broken person. He is struggling. You're right that most people don't get that, but Shinji is literally me, usually Redditor user account. Yeah, I'm never identified with Shinji. I mean, he becomes better in the movies that they put out, but that's also because the dude became healthier. So, I mean, Evangelion's okay. Don't hate it. Not my top tier. I think it gets too much praise. That's my personal opinion. The protagonist Shinji, despite being a pathetic loser, has options of a red-headed German girl, a mid-20s pedo cougar. And it's not that bad, but I mean, she is mid-20s, and let's be real. We all would. Or a girl that reminds him of his dead mom, despite being a blank canvas for reasons I won't spoil in case you somehow haven't seen or heard of this anime. Because she's also an angel. There's a lot. It is iconic with cool imagery, but I'm not going to sweep the truth about it under the rug here. They seem to focus on emulating what I'd argue to be the worst aspects of the show, or at best, they use a little bit of the aesthetic and design for branding. This 90s anime is still talked about today. I'm trying. Problem is, Westerners think Ano meant something with it when he said he didn't, and was just incredibly depressed. But you can see that, like, it's all just a story of his depression, really. Like, it's nothing really deep. He had a story to tell, but because of his depression, it went certain directions. That's kind of what it was. There is great imagery in it. There is a great story to be told here. I think it does get too overpraised. Like some people like really suck it off, but it's okay. The legendary scene with the use of displacement. Did I hear about Ko Shibuya being the... I heard something about that. I haven't looked into it that much. But Dermy, my media literacy. Dude. He masturbates over topless comatose Asuka. Yeah, because he... Oh my fucking god. It's because Shinji is a bad person. Objectively an awful person in the original telling of the story. He is a horrific human being. Yes, there's trauma, there's a lot of shit there, but he does this because he's literally awful. What the hell? Oh, what the hell? It's so edgy and overdone. I have anime fatigue now, as well as less sensitive young man who calls women foids every other tweet. Yeah, but that's not the anime's fault. That's stupid people's fault. That's stupid people on the internet's fault. That's not the anime's fault. A lot of people on Twitter clearly blend over here and are bringing their sick, perverted minds with them, where they just can't get over themselves. You can be part of a culture and like certain aspects of it, and also be critical of others. It's called not being a slave. I like Evangelion, I like 90s and early 2000s anime. I base some of my aesthetic off Japanese fashion and anime, but we are not the same. I don't watch anime to come. Well, then you're not watching it right. Sorry, I had to make the joke. Not everybody watches anime to come, okay? There's a lot of great anime that is not, you know, giving you fan service. It just gives you good stories. It gives you great content. There was one that I've been watching right now called, why am I blanking on the name? Jack of all trades. Jack of all trades. Yes, there's a big boobas, and there's a little fan service, but it's not really banking on the fan service. It's not banking on the, you're going to want to jerk off to it. There's actually a really deep, interesting story that I really am liking there. I could end up going over to also, Dead Account. No, actually, the more I think about it, there's very little fan service in Dead Account. Like none whatsoever as of where I am in the current story, and it's beautiful. I'm loving every second of it. Classic shonen, having a blast. You can take a look at things. I don't like to prop it up because I'm not that big on it, but Frieren doesn't have that much fan service in it. Yes, there's a big titty character, but that's pretty much it. Like, not every anime has this whole, you just would have wanted to come. That's not all of them. Yeah, they're popular, but it's not just that. And if that's where you're going with this, you're already extremely off base. Dermy, you gotta understand, Rekieta went belly up, Flash and crew fizzled, and G&G disassociated with her. She needs to find relevance. There's very little fan service in any anime these days. There is some that still have a lot of fan service, like, what was it? Adam started having me watch it. Here, give me a second, guys. We're gonna come back to this. Oh, what was the name of it? I need to go. It was, I think it is Mishoku Tensei. Let me double check. Let me double check the name. Watching. No, Tongo Anki. Togen Anki. Togen Anki. There's some, listen. Togen Anki, there's some fan service in there. Okay? Togen Anki. I'm probably still butchering the name. There's some good fan service. There's some good fan service in this one. Like all the ladies look like this. It's not just her, it's all of them. And I love it. They are all massive boobied ladies with very fine physiques. Oh, it's beautiful. Let me do ladies. That's not a great image right there of that one. Here, look, I'll get this one. Like, you also get to watch her fight, and she's in a very real fan service, not safe service for Western audiences. Bring back. I do not disagree with that. I do not disagree with that. Jobless Reincarnation has far more fan service. No. I disagree that Jobless Reincarnation has more fan service because a lot of the, like, they have implied fan service. They don't really show you a whole lot. But it is beautiful. Oh, I love it. I love it. Let's get back to this. Well, I get why they would pick Evangelion since it's from the golden age of anime. I mean, we're still in a pretty damn good age of anime. I would say, like, some of the older stuff, story-wise was better. Some of the artistic styles was better, but I think we're in a pretty damn good age of anime. I'm not gonna lie. These same people are why modern anime is shallow and sucks. It caters to them. No, it doesn't. Alpha Omega, DM me some links. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, okay, back to this. It doesn't really cater to those people. You see, what it caters to is the people that buy the product. Reminder, because obviously she's a bimbo, she doesn't really realize this. We only get a fraction of the really good anime here in the States. Like, it has to really, really, really do good just to come over here. We don't get all the anime out there. So the stuff that ends up actually coming over here is stuff that was super successful over in Japan. Ban on X. Discord. Alpha, Discord. And I didn't know you got banned on X. I was wondering why I wasn't seeing you around, but Discord. So it really just caters to who's doing the good work. That's what it is. I love the older anime. Don't really like the current culture of or fans. It's also uglier and rounder now, by the way, like modern Pokemon. You remember when I played video games with you? Listen, tomorrow we will be playing games together, Weasel. Again, guys, tomorrow I'm doing my birthday stream where I'm going to be getting drunk and playing Resident Evil for the first time. So that's going to happen. And also, if you're trying to say that My Hero Academia is an example of a bad anime in the current day and why you don't like stuff, you have bad taste. My Hero is fucking fantastic. The story is so deep. The tale is just classic. It is also giving good messages to the younger generations of work hard, do good, be a hero. Young men would actually do good following Midoriya. What are we even trying? I'm trying to figure out, is this entire article just a troll? I have to believe it's a troll because nobody's this stupid. Like, seriously, nobody's this stupid on purpose. This has to be a troll. I get it. You don't like some of the modern anime, but utilizing My Hero Academia as an example of stuff that you don't like in current day, you're retarded. You're so retarded. Also, Western localizers are way more selective on what they pick up. Can't have any more interspecies or shield hero controversies on social media. Listen, Shield Hero is amazing, and I will not deny that. And I need to get caught up because it's still going. Yeah, it's not as good as it was in season 1, but there's some reasons for that. I'm grieving. I don't know why we have this here. Okay. I miss my Larme Kai magazine, as shown above. I miss old anime, and it's being appreciated for the plot, vibe, and music instead of angsty, sad, loser, larpy, effeminate internet guys wanting to ejaculate all over what was once an art. It's still an art. And again, I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm not a huge fan of what I'm about fuck, I literally just had the title of it. Elf anime, why am I blanking? Freerun. I'm not a huge fan of Freerun. I'm not. I think it gets I think it gets way too much praise. I think that it's on the it could easily become a story more akin to like Attack on Titan, where the manga's so far ahead, but that season 1 was so good that people started loving it so hard, and then it ended up shitting the bed. I'm always wary of shit like that happening. That's why I don't put it up on the pedestals that they tell me to put it up on. But what you're asking for would be Freerun. Maybe not on the art style, but the story structure, the story, the actual tale that it's writing, Freerun would be the answer for you. And it is super popular and constantly gets praised. For me, it's okay. I'm gonna be real. It's okay. Art style, yeah. You want to know what? I do miss the older art styles. I really like the pointy features. I love that. That's why one of my favorite animes to date is still Code Geass. It was made well after the pointy art style thing went away, but it feels so good to see that art style, to see the characters looking like that. I love it. And don't get me started on Kongmin Lee. I like the dude, but he is, like Alpha Omega said, he's a right-wing social justice warrior. He's kind of hypocritical, I'm not gonna lie, but it is what it is. Okay, so real quick, what was this article about? Hey Sherry, how are you? What was this article about? I mean, Freerun stays good. You read the manga, okay? But I mean, this article. This is why I have to say this has to be a troll. Anime ruined an entire generation of men, and it just boiled down to one example. Like, are you critiquing? Like, what are you critiquing here? I'm seriously lost. What are we supposed to be critiquing here? Are we critiquing what's going on Substack? Because you start off talking about Substack. Are you criticizing men? You're criticizing men being failed at sexiness. Okay. Then you go into Evangelion and how this here reads like Patrick Bateman or Evangelion. Then you go into this whole thing of where men are shit and need to start being more masculine because anime fucked them up. Even though I don't see how we even got to the area of anime. I don't. You actually forced anime into this actual discussion. There was no actual way to do this because you could have just as easily done the Patrick Bateman route. You chose to do the Shinji route. Like, you brought that up purposely to talk about anime. And then when we start talking about anime, you're like shitting on men who idolize Shinji, even though nobody really should idolize Shinji because he's a broken person. And then you're like, well, they're so edgy. And then you start complaining about modern anime and how you don't like it and how you miss the old stuff. And then it's done. Like it's literally done. There's nothing else here. I heard about that, Alpha. I heard. Like, what is this article? No, you know what? No, I'm taking back what I was gonna say. I'm taking back everything. I made a tweet about this last night. I responded to her tweet on all this shit right here. I'm taking it back. You want to know what? No, you deserve to be really getting all the fucking heat right now because you put out a shit article that has no real message to it. It's nothing. Like, it's your opinions and thoughts, and in reality, it sounds stupid and retarded. Like, there's nothing of value here. It's literally idiotic. It is some of the dumbest shit I fucking heard. I could write a shittier article if I tried. Like, I have to believe that this was a troll. I have to believe that, because if it wasn't a troll, this was her actually trying to put out like seminal work and her actual thought processes. Go eat corn. And I'm saying that because she has a serious corn allergy. Because Jesus Christ, woman, you're retarded. Old anime has vastly more fan service and sexiness to cater to otaku. What is she smoking? Dude, I don't know what she's smoking. I think she just hates the current art style. That's the only thing I can get to, is that she hates the current art style and the way everybody looks, which, hey, don't get me wrong. Hey, I like a lot of the newer art styles. I mean, My Hero has some great arts, great designs, all that stuff. Like it's beautiful. But I mean, come on, the 90s, this art style here, you know, your older art style from like the 90s, the 80s, that style, that's hard to beat. That's some really hard to beat art styles right there. Thought processes doesn't apply to women. Oh, that's true. Oh yeah, Ms. Kiff was fucking fake crying, Eric. Ms. Kiff was fake crying. That is not a real cry. But following this article, Brittany Venti has been getting like, she's been getting clowned on, rightfully so, because she's retarded. She puts out a, "You're an anime tourist. Well, here's my old anime list that I found." It's your old anime list. It's not an up-to-date anime list. And I've been through it already. Like I looked through it. Hey, currently watching, according to this, JoJo. Don't know what this one is. Love is War. Okay. Sailor Moon. Rene, completed anime. Afro Samurai the movie. Afro Samurai Resurrection. Air. Angel Beats. Listen, Angel Beats has some good music, but the story is actually really weak. Bleach. Blue Exorcist. Blue Spring Raiden. Chobits. Clanned. Darling and Franks. Day Live. I don't want to ever hear you talk about fan service in anything if you watch Day Live. Again, beautiful anime. Story falls apart. Death Note. Normie Nip. Dural, I never watched it, so I'm not going to give my thoughts on there. Elfen Lied, I like, but it goes away from the manga and becomes something completely different. Fate Stay Night, really good, love it. Fate Zero, really good, love it. Where's Unlimited Blade Works, and where's what's the 3-part movie? Heaven's Field. You haven't seen any of those, you're crap. Fooly Cooly, Fooly Cooly Progressive, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, GI whatever. High School of the Fucking Dead. You watched High School of the Fucking Dead and you want to bitch about modern day anime? Fuck you. Fuck you. By the way, this is completed. This isn't the on hold list where she had Gurren Lagann and shit like this. And this isn't the dropped, which is the anime you don't like and you want to run away from, which she had Baka and Test, Some of the Beast. Ooh, I like Baka and Test. It's not that great, but I like it. Fairy Tail, Fruit Basket, Goblin Slayer. Ooh, Goblin Slayer. I still need to see season 2. Heaven's Lost Property. I don't know what that is. High School DxD. I mean, it's good. She needs to watch old school anime like, I can't say that, Kel. I'm retarded. You dropped Log Horizon? Why the fuck did you drop Log Horizon? She dropped One Piece. Listen, I'll give you some credit. I give people that drop One Piece a little bit of a pass, primarily because it is One Piece. Like that. It's One Piece. Come on. Or I should not shit on you because that's so much. Yuri on Ice. Okay, you know what? I'll give you that one too. Like your list is just kind of crap. Like there's some good shit here, but there's also some crap here. And then everything that you've watched and what you plan to watch, there's not a whole lot here. Like this doesn't really prove anything. And actually, when I think about it, you're talking about the 90s aesthetic, the 90s style. How many like old school anime is on here that she actually completed? Darling and Franks. Elfen Lied, I could argue. Fate Stay Night, yes. I think this is 1. There's 4. Inuyasha. So I'm going to put Inuyasha as 5, by the way. I'm not going to count all the Inuyashas. Not Kill La Kill. You watch Kill La Kill! You watch Kill La Kill and you want to complain about modern day anime having too much fan service? Fuck off. Fuck off. Let's see. What else do we have? I don't know what Mew Mew Power is. What is this? There's 6. I'm clicking off that shit. What the fuck? I'm not seeing a whole lot of anime on here that is not... Like, I'm seeing more modern anime than old school anime. And by the fucking way... You watch No Game, No Life? I think there is Ghost in the Shell on the list, but I'm pulling up No Game, No Life. Is Goblin Slayer? Yes, she did drop Goblin Slayer. But you watch No Game, No Life. And you want to bitch about modern anime being too fan servicey. I'm just gonna come out here and say this. No Game, No Life is literally about a... Part of this is also the movie that you have. It's a prequel movie that came out after, whatever. No Game, No Life is about 2 lovers who were reincarnated, one of which is a lolly, android lolly, and the other one was a human, but they got reincarnated as brother and sister and have to constantly be holding each other and have very erotic moments with one another. It's borderline an incest anime. Like, there's a lot of it and a lot of fan service. It kind of sucks because it sounds like we're never going to get our season 2 and it's kind of just dead, which that's awful. But come the fuck on. Come the fuck on. I don't want to hear you bitch about anime and fan service and shit when you watch No Game, No Life. There's a legitimate battle with somebody in which your whole goal is to get them to basically lose their clothes. And so it's like the main dude going up against this big tittied angel woman. And the whole premise of the fight is you have to name stuff to eventually you lose all your clothes and shit like that. And you end up getting the big titty angel woman naked. Like, come the fuck on. Or on High School Host Club. Is Space Dandy? I never watched Space Dandy, so I'm not going to criticize. Oh, no, I have seen Space Dandy. Haven't I? No. Have I? No, I haven't. No, I'm thinking of something else. Steins Gate 0. The Hentai Prince and Stony Cat. Family of Zero. Actually, there is no Ghost in the Shell. Wait, you want to... There's no Ghost in the Shell. I'm not even a huge Ghost in the Shell fan, but you don't... What the fuck, woman? I'm missing the point. She's retarded? Is that the point? Because if so, good on her. She's a woman and none of this stuff makes her horny, so it's okay for her, but not for horny losers. But how, but no, because there's no evidence that this was horny losers. This was about horny losers. She just started saying horny losers. They're all horny losers. They're like Shinji. I hate modern anime. That's what it ended up being. This whole article is... Incels are stupid. They're just like Shinji. Everybody fucking idolizes Shinji. I hate modern anime. That was the progression of this article. It's literally horny losers suck. They're just like Shinji. Shinji sucks. I hate too many modern anime fans like Shinji, and I hate modern anime. Like that's I don't see the connective thread here other than her own girly thoughts, which should never have been put to pen and paper. This should have never been put out there. But we have this. You're brave enough to say Hollywood is cringe, but are you brave enough to criticize anime? You didn't criticize anime. You're retarded. You're a retarded bimbo. You're not clever at all. Then we have this response to me criticizing some aspects of anime, and the fans really showcase how mentally well and healthy they are. Okay, what I'm getting here is that washed up e-thought, yes, is bitching, moaning, and complaining that anime chicks are infinitely hotter than her. Post-wall bitch ass will never be. Am I getting this right so far? You know what? No, you got it wrong. Even though I agree with your point, you got it wrong. The reality is she's stupid and should never, ever, ever put pen to paper again. She's retarded. We have this one. Time to counter signal anime and lose all relevance among the youth. Season 4 is ramping up. Yeah. You're not allowed to criticize anime or parts of the culture, or else that mob gets angry. You didn't criticize anything. You're just stupid. You're stupid. You're literally retarded. That's all I got here is you're retarded. This isn't even worth a fucking video. You're just retarded. This is the dumbest thing I've ever... I have to believe that this is a troll. I have to. Because if it's not a troll, Brittany, you're retarded beyond repair. You're just that retarded. Holy shit. I'm still like whiplashed with this fucking article. It's just bad. Like the worst thing I can end up saying is it's just bad. What the fuck? You know what? I'm quote tweeting it. I'm quote tweeting it. So I read the article on stream. Either this is a massive troll or Brittany Venti is so retarded she should never put pen to paper again. There isn't even real criticism, just psycho ramblings about things. That's all I'm gonna put down. I'm not even saying it's psycho ramblings about things. That's what it is. It's just psycho ramblings. There isn't really that's what her article is. It's just psycho ramblings. There's nothing really here. There's no consistency. There's no actual content. It's just psychobabble. It's quite literally just psychobabble nonsense. That's all it is. There's nothing else there. I'm so fucking like, what? I feel dumber. I feel stupider after reading that. Yes, wait. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I spelled psycho right. I'm happy. I did good. I was gonna spell schizo, but I always struggle to spell schizo. It's just... I don't even know what the fuck I read. I feel dumber. You know what, chat? I'm legitimately sorry for putting you through that. Only thanks to built-in spell check. Nope, I don't use spell check that often on X. Have you met me? Have you met me? I'm retarded. I barely use spell check right now. I'm more shocked that I can write my own name half the time. By the way, I'm fucking starving. Here, I got a transition for us though, because how many of you? I have a question for you guys. Okay, real quick. We all know Pokemon. We know a lot of Pokemon fans hate Pal World. We know a lot of people that Benny Johnson was white knighting for Candace Owens, lying and talking about Erica, and he defended her horrible takes with the what? Eric, DM me what you have there if you're on X, please, or Discord. My links to the Discord are in the description, by the way. Jeremy needs to start writing his posts in cursive on paper and posting pictures of it on his Twitter. That, no joke, that, Kel, that might get me clicks because people will make fun of me for how bad my handwriting is. And the fact that I can barely write cursive. Anyways, though, back to this, back to the transition. We all know Pokemon. We all know Power World. We all know the drama there. Now we have Pikmon. We have Pikmon, chat. And I'm not gonna lie. If this ever sees the light of day, I'm gonna be shocked. Because this has lawsuit written all over it. This is a Chinese game, by the way, but this has lawsuits written all over it. Oh, why is there... Why can't I hear it? What the hell? There's no audio. Why is there no audio? Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. I'm gonna refresh. I'm gonna see if refreshing it helps. Nope, there's no article. Give me a second. Okay, I'm turning back on the BGM. Pikmon, let's go. Okay, let's go here. Okay, got the article. I got one. Okay, here's Pikmon. Here's Pikmon. Full trailer for Pikmon, an open world survival game that looks like Pokemon and Power World, except monster capturing is done with cards. It's not just Pokemon and Power World, by the way, guys. There's also Link. By the way, there's Link with Pikachu and then Rayquaza. By the way, that's a pal. That's fucking a pal. There's just pals everywhere. These are pals. Pals and Pokemon. That's Breloom, a Pokemon. This is just full on stealing shit. The amount of fucking shit. This has I don't know if this will ever leave China. China fears no copyright lawyers. Yeah, someone said it's a ripoff of Temtem 2, I think. The card capture mechanic, I guess. I don't know. Dude, that's fucking Link. That's goddamn Link. Dude, this is wild. That's Pikachu. This is literally Power World. That's the fucking Power World outfit, by the way. There's Anubis. There's straight up just a pal. There's a pal. This one's a little bit different, but this is just straight up Anubis. Like, they just ripped it. There's a pal. That is... What the fuck? Hey, did you know Nintendo is suing the US government over... Yeah, I did know that. It's not just Nintendo, it's a bunch of companies. There's my Giratina Rayquaza. There's another... This is another pal. That's not a pal. These are just pals, by the way. These are just fucking pals. That's straight up Ceruledge mixed with the fuck, what's it called? So Ceruledge is the newer Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet, but this is also mixed up with like the Paladin pals. Like, this is just a combination of both. This is just fucking minigun. Yeah, that was Grizzbolt, just a fire version. And there's Anubis again. There's fucking Anubis again. They're not even hiding that it's just straight up Anubis. Oh, actually, I am gonna give it some credit though. That whale tail. No, I want to go back to the whale tail. I want to go back to the whale tail. You can kind of see it here. That whale tail. Oh, that thong. Oh. What the fuck? It's straight up Mewtwo mixed with the fucking white dragon, but a chick. I'd probably play it. I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably play it. It is just straight. It's unabashedly a ripoff. It is just an unabashed ripoff filled with so much bullshit in there. It is so funny. Some of this looks like AI. I don't think it's AI. I think it's just them straight up ripping off the game. Because there's so much like pals, there's Pokemon. They're not even pretending. They're not even pretending that it's anything else. Like, you see everything there. They're just like, fuck it. Let's do it. Power World got away with it. We'll get away with it. Just... Oh. By the way, this is fucking Breloom. This is fucking Breloom. This is an actual Pokemon. Here, I'll look into it a little bit later, Eric. Don't worry. If it plays like Pal World or better, it's probably gonna be just like Pal World. It's probably gonna be just like Pal World. They're expecting you to love it just like Pal World. Like, come the fuck on. You know what? No, I do not believe you're gonna see pals this big. I don't. Or whatever the pics are. I don't believe it. Oh yeah. Oh, that fire dragon is fucking. If I saw the picture somewhere, that is just legitimately Charizard. That's Charizard. There's no getting around that not being Charizard. Let me see. Can I find the fucking dragon? Oh, I saw it earlier. Can I find it? Let's go, Pikmon. Oh yeah, I had this. Oh yeah, they also got caught like legitimately just stealing people's art. But was it here that I ended up seeing it? There's the Ceruledge. God damn it, where is it? Where did I see? Because there's the Charizard. Here it is. Here's this. Shocking fact revealed. The ripping off method surpasses Pal World. Here's just some of them. Here, we'll open this in a new image. That's just Quavered mixed with Charizard. That's Pikachu. Breloom. Fucking Galarian Zapdos. Shiny Moltres. These are at least unique enough that you could say that, yeah, it's supposed to be based off Swampert, but it's not Swampert. What else do we got? Yeah, there's these. The fan arts that they just straight up ripped. And then you got all this. What? Yokai Watch. Mario Kart. That one. Yes. Breath of the Wild. Final Fantasy. Overwatch. God damn it. Pokemon Plus Super Sentai. And just straight up. Yeah, that's just Pal World. Yeah, I would say yes. Yes, it's just, yeah. I don't disagree. I don't disagree at all, Alpha Omega. It's just so unabashed. Oh fuck. Even the start. It's literally just Breath of the fucking Wild. Oh my god. Just Breath of the fucking Wild. I have to give it some respect. I have to give it some levels of respect. It's such an unabashed ripoff that you gotta go like, you know what? You know what? There you go. The courts will be simply too overrun and deadlocked with lawsuits for anything to be done about it. Oh, yeah. Even the music, yeah. I kind of want to play it. I kind of want to play it. I think it would be so fucking bad, but I kind of want to play it. I kind of want to try it out. And I don't think I will. I don't think I'll ever get to try it out. Let me see. Can I find it on Steam? Let me see. Evil cannot create anything new. They can only corrupt and ruin what good forces have invented or made. That is true. God damn it. I have to update my Steam. Give me a second. I want to see. Can I find it on Steam? Dude, Eric, I don't trust Benny at all. I think Benny is doing a lot of shit just for the views. Don't give the CCP money. Listen, I'm leaning on not doing it, Alpha Omega, because I haven't played Wukong. Black Myth Wukong. I haven't played that. I haven't played Marvel Rivals. There was another CCP game that people were talking about recently that looked good. Can't remember what it was, but I have not been playing any of the CCP games. Not a single one. All of them I have ignored. I wanted to play Black Myth. Don't get me wrong. I wanted to, but I have not done it. I have not played it at all. Now, if somebody wants to gift it to me, maybe. Because I would not have spent my money. Somebody else would have. That Win game. Yeah. Is that the game that Static's playing? Or is there another one? I don't know. By the way, I'm seeing more and more people play Pokepia. I was not wanting to play it. It looked stupid, and now I'm over here like I kind of want to play it. I kind of want to play it. I kind of want to play it. I want to chat. They played it a bit. I knew it. I knew he did. I knew he played it. You played it just a bit? For shame, Static. For shame. What are we ever going to do with you? By the way, I'm trying to, I'm downloading an update on Steam. So that's what's taking so long, because I want to pull up this game. Why the fuck is it down? Why does it have to update now? And why is it taking so long to fucking update? Static gave commies his money? Yes, he did. Shame, Static. It's free to play. It doesn't matter. He gave China his computer. They're now going to be mining Bitcoin off of it. That's what happened there. He decided that it would be a smart idea to give China his access to the CPU. They're mining Bitcoin off of him. Congratulations, Static. You're now helping the CCP. Fucking commie. No, I don't know. Was it today? Or was it yesterday? I've been watching a lot more Crowder now. I got Rumble Premium just because. Okay, here. Let me play this out to you guys, okay? I got Rumble Premium a few back in October because I started watching Crowder again. And the only reason I pay for Rumble now, even though I don't want to, my mic is acting stupid, is because if you tune into Crowder late and want to go back to the beginning, you can do that. But once they fucking get to the, hey, we're done with the episode, they just kick you off. So it's like, what the fucking, I can't, they'll rate it to somebody else and immediately kick you off the video. And it's like, that's not, I want to catch up. I'm too far behind. I'm trying to watch you right now. This is fucking annoying. Let me watch the fucking show. But if you pay for premium, it doesn't do that shit. So, paid for premium. Still awful. You still have where winds meet installed, says Weasel. Well, the CCP is mining you. hope you know that all your personal information now belongs to them. Oh, well, to be fair, most of our personal information belongs to them. But anyways, back to my thing on Crowder, because I got to the CCP stuff. I think it was yesterday. No, it might have been today, because they started talking about Tucker Carlson and like what he was saying. And they started pointing out that there's some weird shit that Tucker's been saying recently that makes it really look like he is not pro-America at America at all anymore. And that he's so much out for himself that he's willing to even like sell out his own country. And I'm kind of starting to agree with that. I could install it too on the fancy second hard drive. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not giving the CCP my power. Chinese DRMs, DOS, hijack a computer for crypto mining and to get your personal info. Exactly. I'm not giving China my shit. Not that retarded. I'm just really retarded. Just not that retarded. Like, you have to be a special kind of retard to do that. Like Static. Or Melanie Mac. Oh, by the way, did you guys see... Speaking of Melanie Mac, while I'm doing this, my brain just fired. Melanie Mac's husband is apparently getting canceled. Let me pull this up. It's the stupidest shit ever. Melanie Mac's husband is getting canceled. And they're talking about it. So, you come over here. The woke Karens are trying to cancel my husband for marrying me. And he put out this whole fucking 2-minute... Listen. After watching this, I was like, they're meant for each other. They're meant for each other. I'm well aware, Eric. I'm well aware. But just it's cosplay people upset with him because he's a cosplayer. I don't even know what this dude is, but he puts out this 2-minute video.
The cosplay community has canceled me for the grave sin of not being of the hard left.
Listen. Is he gay? Here's the reality, Static. Here's the reality. What's going to happen is Eric a bot? I don't know. I don't know if Eric's a bot. I have no problem with Eric. I like him. But here's what's going to happen, Static. Seriously, here's what's going to happen. Either they're going to get a divorce, and he's going to turn out to be gay after they get divorced, or he's just going to be retarded. I'm still struggling to figure that one out. I think he's going to turn up to be gay, which at the end of the day, if he turns up to be gay, that means that Melanie Mac's vajayjay is so bad that she just makes guys gay.
E-thoughts have taken over the...
It's really weird for you to complain about e-thoughts when you're married to Melanie Mac.
Entire community. It's absolutely ridiculous that these people are the moral police.
Yes.
And you have to pass their hard purity tests.
Yes.
Of say the thing, do the thing, think like me, or else you cannot be here.
Like, isn't this 2016 levels of talking? Like, hasn't the cosplay community been like destroyed since 2016? Like, who even is this Johnny Jukers? That's some weird looking cosplay, bruh. That's some weird looking cosplay. You know what? Maybe I should not. Don't scroll. By the way, that's for the anti-gooner. Just gonna say. You think he is gay? I don't know if he's gay or not, but all I'm gonna say is, bro, if he turns out to be gay, it'll be the funniest shit I've ever seen. It'll be so fucking funny. But I kind of hope that he does turn out to be gay. I kind of hope he does turn out to be gay, just because of the laughs, the nonstop laughs that this 40-year-old E-thought ended up chasing off another man because she made him gay. I find that to be hilarious. I want it to be true just because I find it to be funny. But I also know reality's not that funny. Reality won't gift me that. What if she's so dumb? So, funny you say that, Alpha Omega. I also know that Melanie Mack has not been such a good old honest Christian woman. She and Kirsha can commiserate together. No, that's not true, okay? Kirsha's power is that she looks at a dude and they become gay and she hates it. Her power isn't that, you know, and they become gay. Her power is she looks at a hot dude and they turn out to be gay. That she makes people gay. Like just by looking at them. Melanie Mack, on the other hand, she at least, you know, gets married to them and then they turn out to be gay. That's what happens there. Kirsha hates her power, by the way, because she wants a good, strong man. Melanie Mack, I don't know. But hey, she's back on X. Listen, she's back on X. She's on YouTube. It's just a matter of time before she puts out a video that I can roast her for. Kirsha's turned an X gay. What was it? Really? I didn't hear about that one, Alpha, but I did hear that at Matsuri, just like with Venti, they're not the good old honest people that they say they are. Get them some big old muscles around them. Kirsha has turned an ex gay at least once. Well, again, that's because she looked at him. That's what happened there. She looked at them. What if okay, here's some headcanoning real quick. What if the real reason Niera is a trans, what if, okay, this is headcanon, is in reality, at one point in time, he was an attractive, like, young, buff, German dude, probably even Sig Heiling everywhere. Damn it, Alpha. Anyways, but what if that's the truth about Klaus, is that he was, you know, some base dude, and then Kirsha looked at him, thought he was hot, and that's what made him true now. Cope, your Oshi or whatever has spoiled cooter. No. And I don't know what's gayer, the fact that you know the term Oshi, or that you're trying to say that she's... You know what? I don't want to play this game anymore. Fuck off. Fuck you, Static. You ruined everything. You ruined everything. Fuck off. Anyways, let's talk about some crash outs too. Let's talk about some crash outs, because we have been having just some good old funny times right now. Because if you guys haven't been paying attention to Hasan recently, there's a lot of evidence that Hasan is begging for relevancy. And I'm not gonna play this full clip from Pegasus over here. I know it's from Yeet. I'm not gonna play this whole minute and 54-second clip. I'm just showing it because there's been a lot of Hasan just begging, whether it's Gavin Newsom or anybody else, to come on my streams. Please, I am relevant. Come on my streams. You will love it. I mean, he even made a cake for Gavin Newsom. Like, he made a cake to try to get Gavin Newsom on a stream.
Just did the Adam Friedland show. Many people call that the millennial Bill Maher. Come on, the millennial Jon Stewart. Let's have a discussion. You're hanging out with the Pod Johns? I hang out with the Pod Johns.
Bro,
yeah. He's desperate. He's desperate for any attention, which brings us to one of the latest things because this is John Kierkegaard. I don't really know who this guy is. I had to pull up his wiki just to get a good look at him. He's a former CIA whistleblower. He's a journalist. He's apparently a political individual. He does stuff I don't really know. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about it, but he's relevant to the story because it turns out he was gonna do a stream with Hasan and canceled. This gets funnier, by the way, but we'll play this because yes, the dude canceled on Hasan.
Of course, thanks for the $5. As I saw recently that John's going on Hasan Piker's stream. A lot of his rhetoric is anti-American. His community is also extremely toxic, especially to the left. Curious as to why you're associating with that. I'm not going on Hasan Piker.
Oh shit! I didn't notice his face. Like he tunes into this just to be all happy.
Why you're associating with that? I'm not going on Hasan Piker.
Look at that! Look at that! Like what? What did you just say?
Wait, what?
Hasan Piker reached out.
Okay. He said he is. I don't know why he's like now saying he's not.
And I said, no, thank you. I've got nothing scheduled.
Look at him, so sad.
Blaytech.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
I don't understand. His team or himself actually literally said that they would do it in April.
Oh, look at him. Look at him. Guys, he's so angry. He's angry. The legitimate people don't want him around.
It's very surprising. But I mean, it is what it is.
Oh, it is what it is. It is what it is. If it is what it is, there wouldn't still be a longer part of this clip left. We're only 50 seconds in. If it is what it is, you wouldn't continue to crash out on this one.
It's the Zoran method. He's a fucking CIA agent, man. I don't care. I'll talk to anybody. I don't give a shit. That is a strange response. I'll be honest. I don't know why he reacted that way.
Wonder
Leak
why.
the receipts. I'm not the one doing the communications. I'll look back at the talk.
You're not the one doing the communications, but they guarantee that he would be on April. But
probably trolling if I had to guess. I mean, it's fine. It is what.
He's so he's so dead inside. He's so defeated. It's fine. It's fine.
It is. Who cares? Guys, you don't have to prove that $5 subscription immediately by being incredibly fucking annoying. Okay? I'll be honest. Like, you guys are fucking toxic. You're literally toxic. Every single one of you is instantly proving the $5 donation from that hater.
Oh, that's so beautiful. He's just crashing out. He's so angry. It's wonderful. I love it.
Let's be real. That is kind of the case. Sometimes I have to work against you. Like, you do get really fucking annoying at times.
Listen, the chat reflects the streamer.
It's like, this is one of those moments. Yeah, also, he goes on Tucker Carlson and Russia Today. What do you mean I'm too fucking toxic? Like,
I mean, come on.
The person that sent that donation is like talking to a guy who has a show on Russia Today. Like, the fuck?
Why are you so angry that she's not coming on then? Why are you so angry he's not coming on?
The community is a reflection of the creator. I know, except
Yes.
I do regularly try to do house cleaning and it fucking doesn't work, you know?
Well, you're obviously not good at it.
They gave a $5 donation to a guy who literally bravely was a whistleblower and went to fucking prison.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the fuck they're on about.
Yeah, and dude doesn't want anything to do with you.
But yeah, don't be that way. You guys do need to be a little bit more fucking normal. I say all the time.
I'm just going to say it. Maybe he doesn't want to associate with the guy that said America deserves 9/11. Maybe he doesn't want to associate with the guy that tortures his dog. Maybe he doesn't want to associate with the guy that said that let their red capitalists, well, you know what, run through the streets. Maybe he doesn't want to be associated with that dude. Just saying.
Very abnormal. But at the end of the day, picking between having my community that I have comprised of well-intentioned individuals who
Well-intentioned individuals. Come on, you just called them all toxic.
sometimes gets really fucking annoying to a degree that it really pisses me off too, versus having like a guy having his moment on TikTok on. Yeah, of course I pick my community over anything else. It's just you guys do need to be fucking less annoying regardless of the situation, because you.
Yeah, you're still upset. You see what you're saying here proves that you're still upset that he's not coming on. You're trying to act like it doesn't bother you, but then if it didn't bother you, you wouldn't be chastising your audience the way you are right now.
Piss me off, and that's unacceptable. I don't give a fuck about like not having John Kiriakou on, but I do give a fuck about making sure that my community is not unimaginably annoying.
Yeah, you definitely don't give a crap. You definitely don't care. And the thing is though, this does play back into another thing, because we come over here to this lovely pink Banoy Pippa. Now I know some people are gonna be wondering how the hell does Pippa play into all this? What are we doing here? What's happening? What's going on? Well, we have this clip here from Kazahana of Pippa on stream getting a cameo from the bro. Getting a cameo from this CIA dude or former CIA dude, and well, let's just watch this, because the punchline is beautiful.
Hi, Pippa.
Okay, can you hear it?
Beep, 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 beep. Or if you didn't get it, beep, 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 beep. Or beep, 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 beep.
Yes, okay.
Hey, thanks for the heads up on HP.
Thanks for the heads up on HP. Oh, it gets better. It gets better, dudes.
I appreciate it. I needed it, and I will take care of it. So,
I asked him not to collab with Hasan Piker. He's going on Hasan's stream.
Oh my god. It's so hilarious. Thanks for the heads up. Oh my god, this is so funny.
I forget what exactly I wrote. Somebody can bring up the vibe, but I requested this while playing Overwatch, and there was only like 2 requests left, so I like very quickly wrote something, and I was like, by the way, please don't collab with Hasan.
time to even say something. Tell you the truth, the last 3 weeks I've been winging it. So, I'm very grateful for the helping hand. All right, all the best. Thanks for reaching out. Bye-bye.
to think that the pink Banoy, the pink one, the Phase Connect VTuber, told a CIA, an actual political content creator, an actual person, not to collab with freaking Hasan Piker, and he said yes. Don't do it. The fact that that's the reality that we're living in. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. Pippa's out here doing the Lord's work right now, just straight up trolling Hasan without him even realizing it. It is the funniest thing I've ever seen. A pink VTuber sent a cameo to say, don't do this. And now it ain't going through, and Hasan's so angry about it. What? The world works in mysterious ways, and sometimes the funniest outcome does happen, and this is one of them. I don't even know who this dude is, but the sole fact that Pippa managed to make Hasan see this much by just doing a dumb cameo is beautiful to me. It is so glorious, and I want more of it. It's just wonderful. I love it. I love it so much. Oh my god. Wonderful. Anybody who doesn't think that that's wonderful, you're Kami. You're a Hasan stan. You are a Hasan stan if you do not think that that is wonderful. You just are. The sole fact that Pippa, with one cameo, fucked Hasan up this badly. Oh. It's like Christmas came early. Christmas came early, chat. My day's so much better now. So much better. And this is also gonna play into our second part with Hasan. Because boy oh boy is he on a salty one. He is salty. Salty, 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 salty. But let's get that. Let's get that here. It's a miracle Skybrows survived Pippa's wrath. Well, let's be fair here. Skybrows played into it. Like Pippa the Ripper. Pippa will destroy you easily. Reminder, she did do a collab with Ethan Ralph, and that did not work out too well. No, what happened was she talked about Ethan Ralph on stream and it blew up. It did not go well for Ethan. Didn't go well for him. But it comes over to god damn it. The people that Pippa destroys is always gonna be the funniest thing for me. But we gotta keep with salt. We gotta keep with salty Hasan going on, okay guys? We gotta keep it going. Because we have yet another clip of Hasan being so salty, so seething, that he does do something objectively awful, which makes the fact that Pippa really trolled him this hard so much better. Because come over here, Hasan goes off on Asmongold, thinks his dad would be disgusted with him today. Huh. Now, this isn't the first time these lefty psychopaths have gone after Hasan and try to weaponize his dad and to try to say that his dead dad would hate him or anything like that. It's a common tactic by these monstrous people to try to use your dead relatives as some sort of weapon against you. But let's hear it. Let's hear it from the Allah Akbar man himself.
His father would be disgusted by this now. Yeah, but it's, you know, there's no one holding him back at this point. Is he evil and uneducated? Yes, he is both evil and uneducated. I don't really like saying he's evil, though, because...
Is he evil or uneducated? Yes, he is both, but I don't really like saying he's evil.
He kind of gets off on that, I think. He's just a fucking loser. That's what it is. He's just a fucking friendless loser who people don't even want to be around for the
I think that's also you, buddy. Just gonna say
most part. And he'll turn around and say this is like ad hominem or some shit, but it's because he has a repulsive ideology. And the only people, it's not an accident, the only people that want to fucking farm clout off of his ass are also disgusting monsters. Like half of his fucking best friends are outed as like rapists and pedophiles and lolly enjoyers. Like he's just a repulsive guy surrounded by also repulsive people.
I mean, he hasn't said that America deserved 9/11. I'm just gonna throw that one out there.
And it's because he wants to fucking farm people's approval, and he realizes that this is the easiest way to farm approval. They're nasty pieces of shit for the most part. Asmongold certainly is a bad person. Definitely a bad person. Can't actually maintain an audience playing Dark Souls 2, rage quit the game, or Dark Souls 3, forget which one it was.
Those are not proven.
And that's what like that's what started his like villain arc. Because
that is straight up what Mizkif said. You're just ripping that straight from Mizkif, who openly said because of Dark Souls 2, he started a villain arc. That is what Mizkif said. You're just now ripping off what other detractors of Asmongold is saying instead of coming up with your own original thoughts.
Dunking on him. His gamers were making fun of him, and he couldn't handle the heat. So he realized, like, oh, I can get the admiration of these fucking douchebags by leaning into their frustrations and redirecting their animosity to vulnerable populations by heightening, white supremacist tensions in the country. And that's what it is. His villain arc, $10 says you can't redeem him. What do you mean? There's no redemption for this guy.
You see, real quick, just a little side note. These people don't believe in redemption, period, when the other side always believes in the ability to redeem them. That really says a lot about you. He's just that disgusting.
So you're saying this is literally From Software's fault? No, it's because he's a weak and insecure man. He's a weak man and very desperate for admiration.
I don't see him going out there begging for Gavin Newsom to come on stream. I'm just going to throw that one out there. I don't see him doing that. And I don't see him crashing out because some other political guy said, no, I'm not coming on your stream.
He's like a fucking living skid mark. And he's talking shit about, again, the mayor of New York City.
Yes. who is a bad person and has led that city to ruin already.
It's not a surprise that the majority of his audience are fucking Euroid neo-Nazis who love LARPing as MAGA, you know, as opposed to someone like myself, where most of my audience is American. He's
Really?
literally just 4chan in human form. Yeah, I mean, he is just disgusting. He's like a fucking human skin tag. I don't know what else to say.
But like, it's something I'm really never planning on doing again, collabing with, or having anything to do with these people ever. And it's not that I hate them. Some of them I do. But many of them, that's not the case.
Yeah, no, everyone was like on their fucking hands and knees being like, why won't Asmongold come and fucking smell bad at our parties?
But
I highly doubt that, but you're really soft and soy today. Well, I mean, this isn't the first time people have gone after Asmongold's dad. This isn't the first time this has happened. I mean, we have this right here. We have Asmongold actually responding to all this. We do have his take, but I do want to be like take note that this isn't the first time. We'll show you what has happened in the past and what his dad has actually thought about this.
Disgusted. What is? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, let me watch this real quick.
His father would be disgusted by this now. Yeah, but
what is this?
It's, you know, there's no one holding him back at this point.
It's a very weird messaging where you're like trying to like use my dad and like trying to put your political views on like what my dead dad would have thought. It's just weird.
Yeah, no, everyone was like on their fucking hands and knees being like, why won't Asmongold come and fucking smell bad at our parties?
But yeah, actually, I've been invited to a lot of events. I have been, and I've chosen not to go because I think it'll just create drama.
Which is fair.
Like, I don't need to clout chase. I don't need to go and hang out with 20-year-olds, right? Go to the phase party and then, you know, talk about how much money I'm making at the phase party like he does. You know, now you're using a soundboard. You're 34. You're 35, man. Like, what are you doing? It's just embarrassing.
Again, that's fair. Nothing here. By the way, we went through that whole clip of Hasan just seething. We've shown Hasan begging Gavin Newsom for notoriety. We've seen this. And then Asmongold goes over here like, you're just kind of sad, bruh. And that's going to be so much worse for Hasan. Just saying you're kind of sad, bruh. It's going to be so much harder on Hasan because Hasan seethed so hard at Asmongold.
It is. He's the richest guy there. Yeah. Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know why he does this. It's so weird. It's honestly so weird. Yeah, and why is he so unhappy? I don't know. And that's another thing is that this is, and I hope he sees this. I almost never see Hasan happy. I don't. Very rarely do I actually see Hasan happy. And I'm sure that there's selection bias to this. But it is very rare that I actually see him enjoying something or taking part in something that makes him happy.
You know what? That's actually very fair. All I ever see of Hasan is him seething, crashing out, and getting angry at other people and being very vindictive.
Clip that I see, he's getting mad.
You know what? No, I'm taking that back. I have seen him extremely happy when he was in the arms of the CCP.
Even on your podcast, you're usually glum. You're sitting there and you're watching things, arguing with people in chat all the time. Like, how often do you see him smiling versus not? And that's the thing. He's a bit. I don't. The thing is that when he beats his. No, I mean, I'm sure he likes his dog and he gets to spend time with his dog too. But like in a general sense, I think it's very, very odd. It's extremely odd to see this, and it's like, you know, you become the, you know, the metaphor of like, you know, when you gaze into the abyss long enough, the abyss gazes back into you. And I think that if you look at clips and everything from Hasan from like 2018, it was a profoundly more happy and more upbeat, nicer guy. And yeah, he was definitely very rough around the edges whenever he would say stuff about America deserved 9/11, but he was passionate in a way that had like a happiness to it. And I think that over the years, that's kind of gone away. And I'll be honest, the reason why I know that is that that's kind of happened to me, and sometimes it has. And I don't know why he's like this. I don't. And like back in the day, everybody used to be able to get along, and people used to understand that they had differences, but at the same time, they could talk to each other, they could be polite and cordial with each other, and somewhere down the line, that became impossible to do.
You know what the worst part about this is going to be for Hasan? You know what the worst part is? Everything Asmongold said right there is kind of a fact. And it's not even like him being mean. It's not him being hurtful. It's not him like taking a dig at Hasan. It's just him being honest. Saying stuff that a lot of people have been recognizing, noticing, not when it just comes to Hasan, but with people in general, that there's this air about it where you're not allowed to be happy whatsoever. You're always supposed to be angry, upset, and bitter about just basic life. And that's what's going to make Hasan crash out even harder. That little fact that, oh my God, what is being said here is true is going to hurt Hasan all the more.
I don't know why. There's no reason for it to happen.
This air of being actually kind of nice to him while Hasan was just crashing out over Asmongold, this little bit right here, it's gonna make it's gonna make Hasan so much more bitter. Because where Asmongold could have gone super low and done a bunch of personal attacks, he goes straight for the emotions, goes straight to, hey, you used to be happy, or are you happy? Like, what's wrong? What's happening? There's something wrong here. And it also does it very personal, brings it to himself, brings it to his own thoughts, brings it to how he's been. He's like, you're doing the same thing I am. That's going to make not Asmongold, but Hasan crash so much harder. It's going to make him pissed off even more. And it's going to show that Asmongold is actually being genuine here and being kind of nice, being heartfelt, being super supportive of even a man who just said some of the most disgusting shit out there. Said some very disgusting, awful things about his father and about a man that actually loved, like, the two of them loved each other. The two of them legitimately loved each other. And we have this, Asmongold responds to those invoking his dad's death and all that. In this nice little short clip, because it is weird. It is weird to do it.
Past like few weeks, I've been more relaxed, and Crazy Aspen Dagger comes back even more toxic. Oh God, people are trying to use like my dad dying against me. Well, that's so weird. If my dad was here, he'd be saying I'm not going hard enough. No, you don't understand. My dad, this is before Cody went into the military. My dad sits Cody down on the sofa, and I'm sitting next to him, and he says, listen, you don't want to be a warrior. You know who wins wars? And Cody's like, who? He says, not warriors. Killers win wars. You want to be a killer. Don't ever let anybody try to take advantage of you. Don't let anybody do any of this. You've got to make sure it's not about beating somebody. You've got to stomp them out and like all this stuff, right? He gave him the most fucking brutal talk before he went into the Navy. It was insane, bro. And I was even there. Cody, tell you this happened. So the entire idea that where do you think I got it from? What do you mean? So, and also, by the way, people try to use this as like an emotional blackmail or like an emotional appeal to me. It's not working. I'm sorry to say. Like, it doesn't affect. People say things on the internet. I don't really care, right? Like, I'm not going to think about this after I get done talking about it. Let me just say that. Anyway, my point is, besides that, it's a classic strat. It is. It's a classic strat. It's not that big of a deal. But anyway, he's about to reach levels of inhumane cruelty that's never been seen before. So far.
And you see that. You see how he responds there. You see how Asmon took that moment. And there's other moments I could pull up here. But you just go to how he responded to Asmongold. And it's still, not Asmongold, but to Hasan. And it's still very level. It's very calm. It's very cool and collected. And it's going to make Hasan see so much. And it's so beautiful. And I love it! And I'm here for it. But hey, Hasan, keep crashing out because Asmongold's winning. Hello, Jackson Lash. How are you? How are you? Ah, I hit the wrong button. I'm stupid. I should be using my Stream Deck more than just like a level monitor. I should. I'm doing good. Doing good. There's that. I got some. Listen. I got some more. I got some more seething I can go through because we also have Frogan. Guys, Frogan's out there begging for money again, but not for herself. Begging for money for one of her co-stars. Which, by the way, listen, I'm all fine with people begging for money. Again, tomorrow, guys. Well, here in like 2 hours, guys. It's my birthday. I'll accept super chats. I mean, tomorrow we're gonna be playing Resident Evil, and I'm gonna be getting drunk on stream while we play Resident Evil. And you know how you're gonna get me drunk? Super chats. Super chats. Every super chat for $20 and up, I'm gonna be taking a shot. So come on, come on. You know you want to. You know you want to. Birthday stream bash. That's what we're doing. Birthday stream bash. By the way, I don't know why the fuck I got this Rubik's Cube. I'm retarded and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Cool. Cool. What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't know what's going on there. I need to make a page of scary effects on my soundboard. I doubt I'm gonna get, because I'm playing Resi 1, so I doubt I'm gonna get that scared playing Resi 1. But what it is gonna be is I'm gonna be drunk playing Resi 1, and the reason I've never like fully played through Resi 1. I have played Resident Evil 1. Don't get me wrong there. I have played it. But I quit playing it because I got angry with how the game played. I got angry and got very pissed off with the tank controls and the button layouts. So I said, fuck it. I'm done. So now I'm going to try it again. So there's a good chance I'm just going to get angry with the game. There is a very valid chance that that's all that's going to happen. I'm going to get mad. So yeah, be on the watch out for that. I'm going to start that probably around... I'm leaning towards around maybe 4 p.m. Central Standard Time or something like that. You like Project Zero? Never played it. Never played it. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Trying to figure out a fucking Rubik's Cube. Fuck it. I'll play around with that later. But let's see. What the... No, I remember what got me Whiplash. Where is it? Oh, it's probably already gone. Motherfucker. Did not mean for this tweet to pop off. Oh, by the way, I have also been I also understand now why more and more people choose to mute posts. Fatal Frame. Oh. I now understand why more people mute posts and stay on like explore or areas like that on Twitter instead of anything else, because it's so fucking annoying. When you start having posts actually kind of pop off a little bit, it's like, nah, I'm tired of it. Just leave me alone for like 5 seconds, please. Oh, by the way, I need to see, did Static ever respond to my DM? Give me a second. To be a, she hate Twitter. Twitter's fun. I just hate it when because I'm not a big creator. I'm a little dude. I'm a tiny dude. I like doing my own little things. You know, that's who I kind of am. That's where I like it. I like being little. But now I'm starting to get like tweets actually popping off, and I'm like, God damn it, I need to stay out of here. Don't worry, here in a week or so, it's gonna be like, damn it, I can't even get a like again. Fuck. But anyways, I'm not playing this fucking video. But fucking Static shares this, okay, from Chris Webby. I don't even know who this dude is, and it's a rap song called Raw Thoughts, and it's stupid. The worst part about it, though, is not only is the song stupid because it's trying to say that the Jews are the evil pedophiles and everything like that, and that it's all Israel's fault that our country is the way that it is, which is factually inaccurate. The worst part about this song is it fucking slaps. Like, it's a fucking good song, and you're like, fuck. I hate it even more now. Who called Dermy little? I don't know. Do I look like I pay attention to who's calling me what? Do I look like I pay attention to that, Weasel? Like, I don't want to... Message-wise. I don't know. Anyways, but here, I'll play a little bit of this. I'm not reacting to it. This song slaps. That's the sad thing, is this song fucking slaps. Message-wise, yes, message-wise, it is all just calling all the beat slaps, but the message-wise, it is just retarded.
Well, here we go again.
Here, I'll turn on, can I get to, no, I don't, oh, no, closed captioning. It says that it's unavailable. Okay, well, that's great. I'm not lying. The song slaps. Like, the beats, the music, so even what he's saying, like, it all slaps. Like, it's a good song. But god damn it, it's all about evil Jews, and it's fucking, oh god, fuck. I'm so sick of the fucking Jew hate. Like, legitimately. And I'm not doing this as like I'm sick of anti-Semitism. Or, no, it's just like this fucking Israel derangement, Jew derangement shit, and it's just so fucking annoying because it's like talking to it's legitimately talking to a conspiracy theorist. But have you ever talked to somebody that believes something just so fervently that this is the way it is, that everything just comes back to this thing, no matter what it is, it's always back to here? And it's like, dude, I'm trying to talk about the, you could be out and about with somebody, okay? You could be out and about just talking something. You could say, hey, the sky's very clear today. It's such a beautiful day. The weather's nice. And they'll be like, the Jews have weather machines. And it's like, dude, shut up. Shut up. We can't all live together in peace, but I'm just sick of the fucking Jew shit. It is so annoying. It's not even factual. Like, a lot of the stuff that they're trying to utilize as weapons against this right now is not even real. And there was a debate. I didn't watch this on stream. I might watch it on stream. But I got shown a debate between this like really pro-Israel dude versus Sneeko. And the pro-Israel dude just ended up BTFOing Sneeko to the point. I can't hear anything Dermy is saying. It's such a relief. Fuck you, Dash. Anyways, it got to this point where Sneeko's just wanting to talk about, and by the way, it was about Israel, but Sneeko just wanted to talk about the Epstein shit and how Epstein was controlled by the Jews and the Jews are controlling everything. And Epstein, the Jews, and Israel, and Epstein, and blah, blah, blah. And then this dude gives just a little bit of evidence, or what he thinks. Sneeko just gives like evidence, this part for the Epstein shit. And the dude's like, okay, well, we'll go through it right here and right now. And they start going through it, and it doesn't show what fucking Sneeko thinks that it shows, and actually makes him look more retarded. Just hate. I'm so fucking tired of it. You don't follow social media brain rot? Dude. Sometimes I'm over here like, I wish I was there. I wish I wasn't following the social media brain rot because it's just so stupid. Sneeko can't speak less fluently, fluent-mindedly than XQC. Dude, XQC is smarter than Sneeko. I might have to do a reaction to that debate. I might have to. I mean, okay, real quick. Dash, what you sent me, the Hiles, that's a funny one. Okay, that's at least funny. But it's the stuff that's like, it's legitimately the Jules. It's so fucking annoying. Static, you missed my entire crash out of the song you put in the pregame chat. You missed my crash out over that fucking song. That's what you missed. But I should... give me a second. Because I legitimately... the song's good, but I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it so much because I'm sick of the fucking Jew shit. But I'm wrong? How am I wrong? Israel doesn't control America. Israel doesn't run this shit. It's a fucking conspiracy nut job take, and it's so fucking stupid. I'm sick of it. Like, the big thing is a lot of people try to say, well, Epstein was working with Mossad. They don't really have any evidence to support that, but they just keep saying it. And then you go to, well, Robert Maxwell was a part of Mossad because there's this email and the Epstein files where they're talking about it, and then you actually read the email from the Epstein files, and guess what? Listen to the end of the Jew parts. He goes back to the 13 families. I don't want to. I'm just sick of the Jew shit. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm just so over all the fucking, it's das Juden. As a meme, it's one thing, but there's so many people that legitimately believe it, and I'm like, fuck off. Just stop. You're an idiot. I mean, like, there's songs that are like the I'm not racist or anything like that that are just parody songs that are good, but when it comes to the Jews, it's been done to the point that it's just not. I'm not trying to say like, oh, you can't make the jokes, but it's so annoying now where everything is because of the Jews. Wait, what? Wait, what? What is this? What is this? What is this? You agree you've actually been talking shit on Twitter to those people? Dude, it's so fucking annoying. Epstein was working for Mossad. It was on loan from the CIA. Dude, I agree more. I don't think Epstein was working with any government. I think he was out for himself. That's what it is. The fucking Libertines are the worst. Libertarians and the... Are you talking about the libertarians? Because they are... I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, it's... Even when it comes to the what we're doing it wrong right now, it's so retarded. It's gotten to the point that I can't even tune in to Piers Morgan at all. I have not watched Piers Morgan in weeks now because it's always the same shit. The FBI, CIA piggy banks on those working for themselves. Yeah, piggybacks. Yeah, I could agree with that one. What like to be? I don't know about that. Wait, give me a second, Jackson. Well, here's the thing. Okay, so Tim Pool, I don't agree with Tim Pool on a lot nowadays because he sounds retarded, and he is just retarded. But Tim Pool proposed what more than likely Epstein actually was just a fixer. He was this affluent dude who could just snap his fingers, get people what they wanted, or he could either get what they wanted or help them get rid of stuff that they wanted to get rid of. That's what he was. And through that, he ended up getting some things that people don't want, and they started funding him because they don't want that shit to get out there. Simple enough. Some of it was bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm willing to bet you money that there is some pedo shit going on there, because, I mean, obviously there was. I mean, for crying out loud, Epstein got convicted of it. I do not believe. Let me rephrase this. I do not believe that there was no human trafficking or pedo shit going on there. I don't believe that that was not happening. I think that it was. But to be fair, and a lot of people get angry when you say this, with the current files right now, we do not have evidence of that stuff taking place. We do not have evidence of that happening. That is a factual statement. And if we did, people would be locked up, but we don't have it right now. That's the fact. Like, we all just be normal living people, and we can just live in peace to be fair together. So, Jax, that's not actually humanly possible. So we as humans believe that it is possible to have something like that happen. We do. We legitimately do. We think that it is possible for everybody to just live in peace and harmony, but it's not possible. And the best example of this is just throw members of the religious leaders of the 3 Abrahamic religions in a room together and see what happens. It doesn't play out well. I don't believe in multiculturalism, Jackson. I don't. I think that it's a failed idea because, quite frankly, some cultures aren't meant to mix with other cultures. That's not racist. That's just a fact. Like, it doesn't work. It doesn't work the way that people think that it's supposed to work. It's a beautiful idea. Like, it's an ideal. It'd be awesome if we could be that way, but it doesn't work. Which sucks. What is this? And Dash, I see what you just tagged me in on X. I don't think that he is I don't think that he wasn't working with intelligence agencies. I just don't think he was like owned by them. I think he was just helping them out. I think they were like working in tandem. There's a lot of things in this world that we would like to be true and like to have happen, but it just doesn't work out that way. So that's one of the reasons why I get called a doomer and all this stuff when I'm a realist. I understand how shit works. I would like it to work a different way, but I know how it works. So it's like, like war. I hate war. I think war is bad. Bad things happen during war. I would like us to avoid war at all costs, but guess what? Sometimes war has to happen. Sometimes, and I love how Brendan Herrera said this the other night on Tim Pool. Sometimes you need to show people what trillions of dollars is capable of militarily. He was owned by the skeletons in his own closet. I disagree that he was owned by the skeletons in his own closet. I think they just worked together. Because I think, Dash, that you're assuming that Epstein was also like, I think he just worked with them. Like, they worked alongside. Epstein had his own goals. These people have their own goals. They agreed just not to rattle each other's cages. That's kind of what it looks like. You're also getting called a right-winger as a foreigner? Bro, do you not see the Trumpy trout up there? Right-wing means nothing as well, Jackson. Like, you can be foreign and be more conservative. Right-wing has no meaning. Right-wing just, you're Asian? Well, you pretty much are right-wing. I'm joking. No, right-wing just doesn't mean anything anymore. Right-wing basically means that you aren't agreeing with the current thing. That's all right-wing means. You don't agree with what the current narratives are, therefore you're right-wing. You don't think kids should be, you don't believe in kids detransitioning, you're right-wing. You don't believe in this, you're right-wing. That's what right-wing is now. You're not with the whatever one side is, you're right-wing. That's what it boils down to. I disagree, Dash. I think people do work with people. Maxwell's dad had a massive political connection. There's too much don't know. So that's the thing. Okay, actually, Static, before I move. You're conservative with leftist background? Jackson, there's a lot of people like that. There's a lot of people like that. It happens more than you would realize. But real quick, to your point there, Static. Going back to that debate. Okay, let me pull this up. Let me go history. Okay, because I listened to it. Was it today or yesterday? It was one of the 2 days. I got bored and just started listening to it. I think it was yesterday. Let me get the debate because I'll drop the link. I'm going to drop the link if I can find it. Here it is. It is a 2-hour debate, but it's a good debate. But in it, Sneeko tries to say that Robert, like Epstein and all of them, they're all controlled by Israel, and they were working with Israel, and this was all Israel, blah, 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 blah. He gives a piece of evidence to the dude, or evidence. He gives something from the Epstein files to the guy who's named as Nick Matto. He gives him this Epstein file. So the dude starts reading it out loud, and it ends up saying, yo, the truth is, yes, Robert Maxwell did work with Mossad. But he ended up backstabbing Mossad and selling state secrets to Europeans and the commies. You don't think conservatism and centralism, I don't know what centralism is a bad thing. Conservatism isn't a bad thing. I think conservatism is actually the correct thing. I do believe that both, I believe that you need both in order for something to work right. But right now we need a lot more hardline conservatives just leading the charge. That's my belief right now. And when I say that, I don't mean your Nick Fuentes, because Nick Fuentes is a fucking liberal gay wad. Like super liberal gay wad. Here's my thing. Okay, real quick. And Maxwell ended up falling off his yacht at sea. And I don't listen. They say Mossad killed Robert Maxwell. I'm just gonna say, if you sell state secrets, it doesn't matter what country you're from. If that country comes after you. Fuentes just wants power. Yeah, but here's a question for you guys. Legitimately. Are you a closeted homosexual if the rest of the world knows you're gay and you know you're gay, but you're not saying that you're gay? Does that make you closeted? Or does that just make... Is that just like you're retarded at that point? Because we all know Fuentes is gay. Like, that, the idea that he's not gay is fucking retarded. That makes you Nick Fuentes. Fuck off, Dash. But no, like, everybody knows Fuentes is gay. Like, it's an open thing. You're living in the EU in the district where the Turkish and Arabic are their primary language. Oh. No, thank you. Is Jeremy coming out? No, I'm not coming out. Shut up. No, what I'm trying to think, I'm doing the whole Nick Fuentes thing because Nick Fuentes is gay. We know that. Jackson, you're bi. I am of questionable sexuality. That's what I like to put out there. I like to throw that one out there. I leave it up for everybody else to decide because I don't want to say either way. I find it stupid. I find it stupid to have to say one way or the other. If you get that idea, like, I find it just stupid. Like, it's my thing. Why do you need to know about it? Who do you need to know that? Listen, it's not a kid, but who do you need to know what I want to put my dick into? It's not a kid and it's not an animal. And they're alive. But you're sexually open? Well, good for you, Jackson. Good for you. You also said that you have a girlfriend and the son, so I am myself. What I put my dick in is between me and myself. And whoever I'm putting my dick in. But anyways, back to this thought process. Wait, how do we get here? Good for you, Jackson. Good for you. What? I'm saving this to a watch later. I'm saving that to a watch later. Fuentes. Okay, yeah, Fuentes. Fuentes gay. Also, real quick. It's really interesting to see Brittany Venti say, "Holy grifter." Honey, look in the mirror real quick. No, but I need to go to Mikey No More. That's where I need to go. Mikey No More. Mikey No More. Okay, Mikey No More. Let me pull this up. Oh, yay! It's right there. It's 2 hours and 30 minutes long. Do you guys want me to do a reaction to the Mikey No More Nick Fuentes video? It's almost 3 hours long. It's almost 3 hours long. But do you want me to do a reaction to it? Because I would. I would do a whole stream on this video alone because it's so funny. Oh my God, I just looked at this. Nick Fuentes would love this. He would love this. But do I do that? Because I would do it. I would definitely do it. Because I think it'd be funny to do it. What do you guys think? Yes, no? Or do I plan out a time to do it? Like I just say, hey, this Saturday, we're watching this. Because it's so good. It is peak content right here. This is beautiful content. During once the Groiper is spamming him, I will call them all gay wads. And I will ask them, hey, how's Ali Alexander? Let's see. This is broken down to chapters. Let's see. Let me... Feeling cozy. Turncoats. Homosexual death cult. Here, let's go. Let's just do the homosexual death cult aspect. Let's just do this one. Okay, we're just gonna do the homosexual death cult part real quick because it's funny. It is legitimately just funny.
The sooner you realize that, the better.
This got Nick so tilted, just made him a dick watcher of the highest order, that he got out a black light and started cum hunting in his apartment.
Okay, no, we need to go back. We need to go back to turncoats. We need to go back to turncoats. We're just doing these two parts real quick. It is gonna be long, but it's so worth it. Chapter 8.
2022 was the year Nick really went mask off, and it reached a point where all the remaining America First members who brought any actual value to the movement got sick of this dude and just dipped out. Granted, everyone who gets close enough to Nick ends up bailing on him in his movement eventually because he's toxic. And I know that word gets thrown around a lot, but Nick really is one of the most toxic dudes on the internet. He's the most toxic person in the dissident right.
100%. There's a clip that Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers keeps playing of Nick Fuentes just talks about like what's your Raising Cane's order, all this, and he's just lashing out. He is so fucking disgusting, vile, and evil to his own audience. It is awful. He just grifts them for money and then walks away.
Which is insane. Richard Spencer, Owen Benjamin, Mike Enoch, Teddy Spaghetti, none of these dudes have been caught in as many extensive drama arcs and have had as many former friends and allies publicly disavow them as Nick Fuentes.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Now, the two biggest defectors who would jump ship around summer 2022 were Jaden McNeil and Simon Dickerman. And this is where the pattern of America First Lieutenants turned Fuentes haters finally comes full circle. Once Nick gets comfortable enough with somebody, he starts to gradually treat them more and more like garbage.
The main reason we're also doing this is because the funniest turncoat is actually right here. Like, this is also where the gayness fully begins. The homosexuality, the aspects of Nick being just gay.
He would step across the line. Habitually, he's a habitual line stepper.
Like in Simon's case, he and Nick were actually super close. Nick actually spoke at Simon's wedding. Simon was also one of the most trusted of Nick's Groyper generals, handling a lot of the tech stuff, including back-end shit with Cozy. Despite all of the initial love and trust he gave Simon, Nick never missed an opportunity to bust his balls.
You know, I was reviewing the footage with an intern on the, who was working on the doc with me.
Oh, this is early days of Kino Casino. This is the early edition, back when Kino Casino was first starting to start back up, where you got you got PPP still right here. I think this is shortly after he showed his butthole, and you got Andy Worski. This is the return of the Kino. Oh.
There was a scene where Nick is about to meet up with me because, I'm going to be helping him do security for the event and hold the flag and make sure nobody attacks Nick because I'm, so big and tall or whatever Nick was saying at the time. And he's rolling up to the event, and in front of this camera, which I guess he's forgetting is rolling or whatever, is like, oh yeah, Simon is a big fucking oaf, look at this guy. Like, he can see me from like across the street. And he's like, oh yeah, look at this retard over there, like, oh, what are you doing drinking a water? Like, you're supposed to be getting ready for the battle or whatever the fuck.
So he's saying this to the camera, filming it, and then you're watching it, editing it later on.
And I kind of like pause the video, and I'm just like, looking at it. I don't even want to say anything. The other guy's embarrassed for me. And I'm like,
And when Simon left, Nick threatened to sue him into poverty.
But when I officially was like, I'm done with this, was December, when I got back and talked to Nick for the first time in a month, and he was going off, and he was like, I'm reporting Simon, or I'm going to sue Simon. I don't even know if I can win, but I'm going to sue him just because he's poor, and I'm going to like rape him in legal fees. And
I think he wanted to, do a little bit more than just the legal fee aspect. Oh, this kid's good, guys. This kid's so good.
This guy, like, he'll tell you he is not well off financially. Nick didn't pay him anything. He has a wife and 2 kids. Like, he's in a not like the best scenario. And then when he also was when Assistant Groyper left, he's like, I'm reporting this guy to the fucking feds. And it's like, this is when I was like, okay.
Like, it was going to be a straight up slap lawsuit. Nick only would have done it for malicious, life-ruining reasons. Keep in mind, the reason Simon didn't have that much money to begin with was because Nick barely paid him. Because despite being a millionaire by this point, Nick was still a penny-pinching, miserly little bastard when it came to paying anyone anything.
Is that really a shock? For a man that really hates the Jews, for a man that despises the Jews, kind of acts like, he kind of fits the stereotype right there. I'm just gonna say.
Kino Casino, Jaden had even revealed that Nick had bought a new car while everyone still thought his funds had been locked down by the feds.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. Listen, this whole documentary, it's so good. There's so much just revelations, and it does paint Nick as a 100%. I firmly believe Nick Fuentes is a Fed.
I mean, not an important detail, but yeah, just to clear that up, I wasn't bullshitting. This guy's like he lies about everything. By the way, just throwing this out there, Jim, because I know we brought it up in your debate. The 500K, he's had that for almost a year. Okay, he's had that back from the feds for almost a year, and he's just been using that to raise money.
So it was total bullshit. Total.
Yeah, it was for a few months, and he's been using that to raise money and throw like a.
His return in the summer.
Hey, 16-year-olds, give me.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. He bought a $70,000 car.
Real quick, how many of you guys know of the feds actually giving back money? Just gonna. How many of you guys have actually heard of the feds giving back money?
car right afterwards. So
Whoa.
it's not like a big, yeah. So
Yeah, Jaden and Simon dragged this fool Fuentes for like 2 hours. Not just about how he was basically a cult leader now and treated everyone like trash behind the scenes, but also how he was faking the funk on the Cozy.tv stream numbers. Apparently, nobody on Cozy except Nick himself was doing good numbers. And even then, Nick was still BSing his own.
So on the back end of Cozy, tell everyone what Nick has access to.
I'm.
It was the multiplier.
Real quick, Cozy.tv is Nick Fuentes' like streaming platform. That is his platform. That was the platform that he built up. That was what he was using for all the groypers and the dissident right. That was what was going on there. I think the big names over there was honestly just Alex Jones for a little while.
Yeah. So yeah, the views for Nick show's fake. Like everyone knows that. Not surprising. The movement's been dying for a while.
I know with certainty since day one, and I saw the numbers, we had the ability to display live viewers on the show. He would say, well, you know, we really haven't been able to implement that feature yet. You know, we have too many other things we're working on. We're working on getting emojis in the chat or whatever. And the reason we didn't implement that live feature is because it would have told a very, very bad story. We started off at the beginning of 2021 with roughly 5,000 legitimate viewers on America First Live. After that point, we were dropping into the 4,000s. We kind of went a little bit back up to 5,000 during AFPAC 2, and then it was just a slow decline to the point we were always in 3,000 or less by the time that Cozy was set to come out. So
I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to place money right now. I think the vast majority of all these groypers that we have running around and all these people that are like America First and Nick Fuentes can do no wrong, blah, 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 blah. I think they're all fakes. And I think they either think that it's a real movement because like internet culture is this thing where you end up thinking that what you are saying is the most popular when in reality, sometimes it's not. And you have to go outside and touch grass sometimes and communicate with what the people actually are thinking. Okay, you actually have to talk to individuals. You actually have to talk to real people. And the internet kind of skews that a lot of times. And I think that's a lot of what's going on right now with Nick Fuentes. Because I know a lot of people want to say, well, a lot of the people are coming out and being like all the biters and they're scared of the Jews. And I don't really think so. I don't really think so. And I don't really think Nick Fuentes has this much influence that people want to say that he does. I think he has very much a waning influence right now.
But they decided to apply a 2x multiplier in Nick's viewership number. And again, that is a multiplier that can be adjusted up or down. They could, make it 1.8. They could make it 2.5. And, when Nick says, at least when I was working there, when it would say 7,000 on the site, we could see the back panel and it would say 3,500. When it would say 5,000, it'd be 2,500.
Just embarrassing. All of Cozy, the site Nick claimed would be the start of a parallel media empire, was fraudulent. Nick was a fraud. According to J.
Shit. I'm looking at this stream and I start looking at his leg and I see that it's bouncing and I'm like, shit, I'm bouncing my leg. I'm bouncing the exact same leg right now. Fuck.
And Simon, it was also a bit of a bitch.
That's essentially what it was.
This guy is going to be like the new Hitler, the new Aryan, like master, savior of the white race. You know what I mean? Some Italian liberal comes over and starts yelling at us. He's turning to the interns like, "You're going to get us fucking killed. We need to get the fuck out of here right now." And there are literally 6 police officers right here. This is Times Square. If there's ever a place where you probably don't need to worry about getting shot, it is Times Square.
But my favorite tea that was spilled was about how Nick wanted to be Kanye.
But I just want to pull up on screen. I just sent it to you. This is the Donda mask.
Okay.
This is what he wanted to wear
to
the Vax rally. This is fucking insane.
Jeremy bounces his legs and drinks water like Fuentes and Hitler. Exactly. We're all the same. By the way, I like dogs.
And it's worse than I thought.
Jaden, did he have a lot of ideas like this? Was he I want to wear costumes?
Yes, it was like I told them yesterday. He had an idea. He really does think he's Kanye West. It's one day he's Stalin, the next day he's Kanye. He was
such a white nationalist individual wants to be a black man.
Telling me that he was going to get T.R. Sarter to design him shoes and he was going to sell America First shoes.
Why would he want
like he's Kanye?
Nick Fuentes' ultimate aspiration is to be some unholy trinity of Hitler, Stalin, and Kanye. Bro.
sorry. I'm sorry. Man, that's such a white nationalist right there. That's such a white American right there. I want to be like Kanye. I want to be black.
Is sick in the head. And what's funny is that he knows it. He knows there's something wrong with him. He even occasionally breaks character in his own show to monologue about it.
The Fed says, hey, Nick, no, you call yourself a real human being and you're supposedly a test tube baby. Curious. I don't know what you're talking about. I am totally human. Of course I'm human. Well, it is true I'm a test tube baby, but I'm a test tube human. I'm a test tube adult, okay? Yeah, I was in vitro, so I don't know really what to make of it, because I obviously want to have been born, but it is immoral. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of conflicted.
So maybe in vitro fertilization is a bad idea because you get more Nick Fuentes's. Maybe that's the truth. Maybe test tube babies equate to Nick Fuentes. Maybe that's why we should stop it. Maybe we're seeing something here that we should probably look deeper into. Maybe we need a study.
This pseudo self-awareness, though, isn't enough to keep him from jeepers creeping it up and partaking in some extremely sus activity. Like what he did near the end of his relationship with Jaden that caused Jaden to ditch America first. Now, the narrative Nick and his groypers try to spin about this is that Jaden left the movement because he started dating a woman. Now,
started dating a woman. Oh my God! You got it with a woman and now you're no longer America first! How awful!
This isn't true. While getting a girlfriend will earn you some heat from Nick's incel army, it's really not that big of a deal. Again, Simon not only got married, Nick spoke at his wedding. The only person who really had a problem with Jaden getting a girlfriend was Nick. See, Nick and his groypers try to spin the narrative that Jaden was a scorned lover when it really was the other way around. Nick was the scorned lover. See, after Jaden got kicked out of college, Nick coaxed him into leaving Turning Point USA and joining America First, where Jaden would act as AF's treasurer. He also became Nick's personal house sitter, staying in a pricey apartment complex Nick had bought barely 6 miles from his parents' house until he got ready to move in himself. Now, some of you might hear that and
it's about to, guys, this is gonna get so much funnier. This is gonna get so much funnier.
But Mikey, if Nick already had a place that was only 6 miles from his parents, why didn't he just move in himself? Why did Jaden move in there all the way from Kansas? Did he really need his treasurer to live that close to him? Well, there are 2 reasons for this. 1, Nick is lazy. From his early America First media days to his current operation today, Nick has generally done the bare minimum to keep his movement alive, offloading all the actual complicated and important work onto other people. Hence why the political movement aspect of AF's basically been dead since late 2022 onward, because all the somewhat competent dudes who were associated with AF were all gone by then. Now,
it's still dead. People try to act like it's a thing. It's still dead. Just because he gets on Alex Jones from time to time, it's still dead.
Now, the second reason for why Nick put Jaden in a place nearby is because he was lonely. No, really, Nick wanted a friend around his age who was close to him, who he could hang out with.
Nick, I am around your age. Stay the fuck away from me.
He's on top of being shockingly lazy, also shockingly needy. Now, Nick and Jaden still didn't hang out that much outside of going to events together. Jaden does have a few interesting stories about how Nick tried to get him to watch a few shows like Queer Eye.
But he's like, no, dude, let's hang out. And he's like, let's watch a show. And I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. And he's like, let's watch Queer Eye.
What straight man watches Queer Eye? I haven't even watched Queer Eye. I didn't know paying for room and board for your mistress was making a comeback. Oh, well, no, Weasel, it was making a comeback. That's what Nick Regatta did.
I swear on everything. He's like, let's watch Queer Eye and make fun of it.
In Euphoria.
Listen, I don't know any straight man out there that watched Queer Eye to make fun of it. I don't know any straight man that has watched Queer. I don't know any gay men that have watched Queer Eye to make fun of it. I don't even know women that watched Queer Eye. That's the gayest thing I've ever heard.
So he goes, okay, fine. I've been watching a lot of TikToks and everyone's talking about Euphoria. He turns.
Listen, okay, I'm gonna give Euphoria a little bit of grace, and here's why. Here's why I will give Euphoria a little bit of grace. Fuck, what's her name? Big titty lady that we all love. Blonde. Why am I blanking on her? Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney is in Euphoria. That is the only grace I will give it, is Sydney Sweeney's in Euphoria. Other than that, it's super gay. But she is in it, and she does.
On and within.
I have not watched Euphoria, but I've seen the clips with Sydney Sweeney. And,
In the first beginning, it's dick basically in your face, and I'm like, dude, I don't want to watch this. He's like, what? You've never seen dick before? Like, what's the big deal?
But
that's gay.
The thing that really tore their relationship apart, Jaden went on a date with a girl instead of hanging out with him on Christmas. And Nick was seething over this. This isn't conjecture, by the way. This isn't gossip. Jaden literally shared the DMs. I don't know if you have a short memory or what, but this has been an evolving conversation, and you know it. It didn't start out like this. It didn't start out this way. I've done a lot of nice things above and beyond for you. Not like you owe me. I do it because I want to. But then you don't go 2 steps out of your way for me. I only bring up the GF as a contrast. You go out of your way for her. It shows you're capable of doing it, just not for me. And the actions speak for themselves. I brought you out here because I was lonely, and now I'm more lonely because instead of just not having friends, I have one here who doesn't even like me. You'd rather be on a FaceTime or dates with random girls than me, lol. So okay then, that's where it stands. We're pals, but don't count on me for anything. We're not like that anymore. And that's that. We don't have to keep going back and forth.
So all those people that say Nick Fuentes hasn't had sex with somebody because he's Catholic, I think he hasn't had sex with somebody because he's gay. I think that's the truth. I think he hasn't had sex with a woman because he's gay. You got mad with a bro because he didn't want to hang out with you at Christmas and chose to hang out with his girlfriend.
You are gay. The sooner you realize that, the better.
This got Nick so tilted, just made him a dick watcher of the highest order, that he got out a black light and started cum hunting in his apartment.
May 1st, I'll be out. I wanted to get out as soon as possible anyways to get the fuck away from him.
Catholics don't count butt stuff, right? I mean...
He's telling all of his buddies that he got a black light because he wanted to go see if there was any cum on my couch. He's like, that was some sort of own.
No. Okay, hold on. He's cum hunting.
This nigga went looking for cum stains on the furniture like he was a special victims unit detective.
Cum hunting. This is the savior of the white race. This is your hero. This is the man they try to prop up as some sort of beacon of hope for America. He's gay.
Nick, what's good with you, bro? Like, what made you think this was a reasonable thing to do? What made you think any of this was reasonable? You're really crashing out over the thought of your friend getting some pussy, all up in his DMs like you're mad you're not getting the dick. That's wild, Nick. And you want to know the wildest part? Nick had allowed his political movement to become a homosexual death cult. And I'm only slightly exaggerating.
Oh, is this when we get into some of the other aspects of all this, where we get into like Ollie Alexander and all that? Like, it is so fucking funny and dark and funny all at the same time.
After Jaden and Simon defected, Nick got extremely paranoid about possible disloyalty within his ranks. Rather than do some self-reflecting and ponder about what made his top Groiper generals abandon ship time after time, Nick went full totalitarian and demanded all of his followers pledge their loyalty
by sucking his dick. No, that's not it, but that would be funny.
To him by saying they would literally rape, kill, and die for Nick Fuentes.
To do anything like that, because you took the pledge. You took the loyalty pledge. I will kill, rape, and die for Nick Fuentes.
I will not do that. I think that is abhorrent. I will never ask my community to do that because that is gay and retarded.
Raise your right hand. All right, everybody raise your right hand. Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I will kill, rape, and die for Nicholas J. Fuentes.
You know, okay, I want to go back to something real quick. This is my brain's going here real quick. This makes sense to me, so follow along. Do you remember when Pierce Morgan did his debate with Nick Fuentes? He brought up all these past clips and stuff. He would even hold the door for Dermy. Fuck off. But you know all this. And we had all this whole extent of Nick Fuentes going around and people debating Nick Fuentes. Why don't we ever play these clips? Why don't these prestigious political commentators like Pierce Morgan play these clips? They're just out there, dude. Just pull this shit up and start roasting them and grilling them on these things. Do it. It'll be funny. It'll be the funniest thing ever. Grill him on him being a Fed. Grill him on all this stuff. Just do it. He'll fold instantly.
America First is an actual code at this point. It's not even a joke anymore. Being part of AF means there is a very real chance you'll have to ruin your life to prop up your short Catholic king. Sick people will always develop sick fan bases, and Nick and America First are perfect examples. You can tell a lot about a leader by who makes up their inner circle, and in Nick's case, is a bunch of terminally online degen porn addicts who lick his toes 24/7.
They'd probably get off with it. Oh my god, I did not mean to have this.
Fringy edgelords who want to repeal the age of consent. In fact, wanting to dial back the age of consent.
That is not me. That is not me. I'm going to be hunting down this person to do bad things. No. Bad Kansan. Bad.
Nationwide to 50, 14, 13, shit, just outright get rid of it altogether is a thought that consumes a lot of Groiper discussion. Really makes you wonder, is AF even still a political movement? I mean, Nick still calls it that, but he also says
America First is inevitable, unstoppable, killing the older generation with hilarious content every day.
Unstoppable, you could still fly in a plane, couldn't you?
No, I think that indicates how unstoppable we are, because then I get in a car and drive.
The left-wing media attacks the right, but won't touch Nick's obvious weak points. They're so easy to attack. They're so easy to get on. It's just staring you right in the face. And hey, I even have criticism for Steven Crowder. I've been watching him. I'm a big fan. Don't get me wrong. Crowder debated Nick, and he goes like, "You're not right out the gate. We're gonna get the easy stuff out of the way. You're not gay, and you're not a Fed, right?" No, I'm not. No. Tackle those points. Tackle them.
It sounds like you were stopped at the airport, Nick.
Whatever momentum Nick's movement might have had, it got the legs torn right from under it by late 2022. So what's left then? What remains of America First? Well, let's see. You got the pedophiles. And I know that calling someone a PDF is something people just do now. If you're a 29-year-old dating a 22
Oh, we're getting into it. We're getting into it, chat. Buckle up.
You're a PDF. If you're a 19-year-old dating a 17-year-old who you started dating when you both were in high school, you're a PDF. If you like a popular anime, you're a PDF. I get it. But I want to assure you, America First is full of literal, unironic pedophiles. I've already pointed out the guys who think the only way to save the white race is for them to force the government to reduce the age of consent. After all, you gotta get at those girls while they're 12 and 13.
Why Oh, but it gets so much worse.
If you want to get the white fertility rate up. But some gripers have taken it a step beyond rhetoric by sexually harassing people's underage kids online. It doesn't help that Nick attracts these types of guys by saying stuff like this.
I think the age of consent should be lower. I don't even really believe in the concept. You want to know why? Because marriage is consent.
It just keeps getting worse.
You want to know what's wrong with sex? Being married means you consent to sex all the time. There's no such thing as marital rape.
Now, in Nick's defense,
there is technically, I don't really like that term because because I know the Bible says that you both need to like submit to each other. No, there's times where it's like, hey, yeah, you don't do it now.
Just to play devil's advocate for a bit, he's gay, so none of the shit he's saying is stuff he actually wants to do. Nick Fuentes is never going to be caught doing some suspect shit with underage girls because he doesn't want to do anything with any girl of any age. And
that is very true. That is very, very true. He likes the dudes, and I wonder, is he a pitcher or is he a catcher? I'm curious about that one. Does he take or does he receive?
Also, to Nick's credit, while he has had a lot,
and I realize what I just said there, but you know what? We're going with it.
And I do mean a lot of weird interactions with underage young men. A guy named Chris Brunette made a 50-post long Twitter thread detailing many of these interactions. Nick has still never been caught of doing anything sexual with minors of either gender. Nor has he ever been caught trying to seduce or solicit any explicit material from them. The same can't be said for the people he surrounds himself with, though. The association that really haunts Nick the most is Ali Alexander.
I've talked about it before. More people need to bring this shit up. I brought this brother up multiple times. Talk about it, because boy.
You remember Ali? He's been brought up a couple times so far. His story and role in America First is a fascinating one. Despite the amount of influence he would later have, Nick initially pegged him as just a cloud chaser.
It's funny, this Ali Akbar guy, he keeps dodging me. I don't know what it is. And this Ali, I shouldn't talk about him. And the reason I shouldn't talk about him is because, like, he's a nobody. But when I say that Ali is a nobody, that is not rhetoric. That is not like a bance. He's a nobody. Look on his Twitter. He gets no likes. He gets no retweets. He gets no replies. The engagement is terrible. It's worse. I had better engagement 9 months ago when I had 2,000 followers on Twitter. So I probably shouldn't talk about him because anytime I talk about him, it's feeding him. The reason he comes at me is because he wants me to channel my audience into his. He is half black, half Arab. So he is like this alien. He's the most fascinating thing in the world to me, and not even like he's interesting. This guy does not have an interesting original thought in his brain.
And honestly,
you should have kept there, buddy, because it gets worse. You should never have brought this man in, and he's the eternal. He's the eternal albatross around your neck, because anybody that brings this up, he runs away. Anytime this comes up, he runs the fuck away.
He wasn't wrong. Ali Alexander is the archetypical clout goblin. He even has the phenotype down pat. Unable to build a following of his own, he made a way by riding others' coattails. He's proof that sometimes clout chasing works, because he managed to successfully join the ranks of America First. And this would be Nick's undoing, because Ali Alexander is a predator who likes them young.
In this video clip, Ali Alexander allegedly is responding to claims made that there was a 17-year-old who had accused Ali.
I wonder why this is only coming out of the left side. Wow, that was weird.
Of some sort of, sexually explicit conversation with him over Periscope.
You can have whatever conversation you want with somebody 17. You got any conversation.
Okay, I need to turn on the what? What?
You want with someone who's 17.
What really separates Ali Alexander's degeneracy from the rest of these guys I've talked about is that Nick knew about it while keeping Ali around, and that Ali's victims were Nick's own followers.
That's right. Nick fed his own followers to an actual predator. He fed them to him. There's a lot of people that have connections to Ollie Alexander. There's a lot of individuals. MTG does. How many of you guys knew about this? How many of you guys knew about the Weinstein or Epstein of fucking America First? Well, actually, no, that those all have Steens. This would be the Weinalaba. Alagaba.
Have no doubt, Nick did know. We have footage that he knew.
Is that Elijah Schaefer? Is it? No, it's not him. I thought it was him. He was so gay for me. He's horrible. A CPAC? Yeah. Holy, what you drink? Maybe a minute ago. What's going on here?
Elijah Schaefer with a young man at CPAC drinking.
Him and Ali was out here. I was like, I took Owen's short. I was like, Owen, Ali's a pedo, right? And he's like, why does everybody say that? I'm like, dude, come on. Yeah, are you serious? How do people not know? And he's like,
Owen, do you mean Owen Troyer? Are we talking about Owen Troyer here? Because if so, I want to know who all knew about Ollie Alexander. Because there's a lot of people in the dissident right that knew about Ollie Alexander. I think more people need to be talking about Ollie Alexander and the connections he had with everybody and who knew and who didn't know.
Ollie hit on me hard. Oh. And was like, asking how tall I was, what kind of alcohol I drank. He was like, hey, if you want to come do chores for me, let me know.
Oh, bro. This is the straw that broke the camel's back for Jaden in particular. Because how can you be in a movement about white Christian nationalist values when there's a half-black, half-Arab nigga creeping on minors in the movement behind closed doors?
Man, that is the face of somebody you should keep away from your kids always. I mean, just look at it. Snaggly tooth. Has the mustache even. This bro. Oh.
And he wasn't alone. Milo was also part of the Fuck Ollie Alexander squad. When Milo learned Ollie's secret little vices, he, as a reformed homosexual, told Nick, hey, either expose this guy or tell him to kick rocks. Nick would do neither, despite all the evidence and protestations from people who were close or formerly close to him. Nick wouldn't kick Ollie to the curb. Why? Well, some...
That mustache looks familiar. Shut up. I know what you're doing there, Dash. Shut up.
Say because Ollie is a kindred spirit of Nick, what with their shared adoration of cute young guys. Some say it's because Ollie is privy to some of Nick's secrets and holds it against him. Personally, I think Nick just valued Ollie's loyalty to him. That ironclad, no questions asked loyalty is like the thing Nick values the most from dudes in his movement. And
or it's both. And Ollie knows exactly how Nick likes it. Ollie knows whether he pitches or catches. I'm willing to bet that one.
He will keep motherfuckers around that he should have thrown to the wolves years ago for being loyal and devoted to him. Whether it's Beardson, Ethan Ralph, Bait Alaska, or Ollie Alexander. Now this would come around to bite him in the ass in a major and very predictable way. Because you won't believe this, but keeping weirdos that you know occasionally creep on minors around in your movement mostly made up of young, impressionable men.
Nothing bad's ever gonna happen there, guys. Nothing bad will ever happen with that one.
It's a bad idea.
And then here's the best part. I was talking to my buddy Steve about this. I have evidence that Ollie is like literally gay for the alt-right. I can't share it, unfortunately, because
What's your evidence there, buddy? What's your evidence there? What's your evidence there, pal? What are you thinking there, pally?
There are reasons for this. But I have it on very good authority, confirmed by several sources, that this person is a legitimate homosexual. But what's funny about it is he's going to go around saying like James Alsop and Richard Spencer have like this gay thing going on. And there's like abundant evidence that quite literally he would like to do things. He would like to interact in a sexual way with young, fashy white boys.
Just like you.
Quite like myself. And
quite like yourself. Oh, yeah. You think they might have done it? Who was doing what?
Like others.
Not that Nick cares. If he was worried about keeping weirdos around, he wouldn't have a sussy squad.
What?
No, I'm not joking. Nick's inner...
I actually forgot about the sussy squad.
inner circle, arguably the people deepest in his clique,
He wants them deep in him.
are called the Sussy Squad, and they engage in the deepest of gay ops form. I mean that in both interpretations of the phrase. Cause the Sussy Squad, unsurprisingly really, gets up to a lot of sus and not very trad and conservative activities. Probably the sussiest thing any members of the Sussy Squad ever did were when Groyper's UX and Veda hosted the Sussy Cast.
I pray to God that this is fan art and not actual art for the Sussy cast. Because if it's actual art, guys,
where they stream themselves reacting to Thug Shaker and Femboy TikToks.
And we're back.
Yeah, be careful what you wish for.
And we're back to our regularly scheduled program.
Oh no, Fanboy TikToks is what it's called.
We should do a viewer.
I've watched this prior. I watched this prior and I forgot about this. Actually, no, I need to correct that. I listened to this prior. I never watched it, and now that I'm watching it, I'm like, oh my God, it's so much worse than I thought it was. It's so much worse than I thought it was.
Competition.
Yeah, we'll play this for free.
you guys should get, like, maybe ask your mom for one of her dresses.
Oh my God. Weasel, you and I are on the same thought process right now, buddy. Oh my God. I forgot about this. I just listened to this like 2 weeks ago. I forgot all about this.
Or some of her underwear or something, and you could throw that on, and we'll react and judge your femboy videos.
Oh, I clip that.
There was even a time when Nick and Veda got into a totally not lover spat because he said something mean about them. So Veda, like a scorned lover, threatened to spill some tea about Nick's secrets. And I wonder what he could be referring to.
Again, it's going to be whether or not Nick pitches or catches.
What secrets could this guy, a lauded member of the Sussy Squad, know about Nick that Nick really doesn't want the rest of us to know? Well, I think we already got a clue after the Mr. Krabs incident of May 2022. A little backstory to the Mr. Krabs incident. As you know, up until the Elon Musk era of Twitter, dissident righties were banned with abandon on the app.
Oh, I remember this one now. Oh, okay. It's all about Nick's alt accounts.
Including Nick. But as we know, while Nick is lazy, he can be hella persistent when he's motivated enough. And few things motivated our little Christian nationalist more than his Twitter addiction.
When you're banned from everything, now I can't use Twitter. I want to use Twitter.
So when Jack Dorsey banished that boy, he just started making sock puppet accounts. These accounts were lucky to last even a few days before they got popped too, so Nick would just keep cycling through burner after burner after burner. Now there's a certain pattern with a lot of these burners of Nick's, and that was the constant SpongeBob and Despicable Me references.
Bro. Why are you so gay?
We got at DamageMinion08, at MinionFan2000, at Punished Gru, at Yeezy Gap Minion, at Krabby Patty 5000, at Mr. Krabs 5000. On May 25th, 2022, Nick's then current alt, at Chumbucket 5000 was
Oh, it says chum. Okay.
suspended. So Nick fired up a new burner that same day named at Mr. Krabs 9000. On the same day it was made, Mr. Krabs 9000 posted a short video of Google Trend comparisons to show how popular Cozy was getting, so he could stun on the Fuentes haters and America First disbelievers. But just like the Super Bowl tragedy of 2020, Nick's attempt to pop out and show niggas would go terribly terribly awry. Cause while he was flipping through browser tabs in the clip, a tab was briefly visible that contained trans femboy porn.
Nick.
There's no denying what that tab.
I wonder if this is what I wonder if Nick knows I wonder if the quartering and Nick have stuff in common.
Was Grandmaster Gooners already did the research. The Groypers tried to say it ain't so, that it wasn't really Nick's fault, because that's standard Groyper procedure whenever a giant piece of evidence that Nick is obviously gay comes out, which is like every 6 or 8 months, give or take. Hell, the Mr. Krabs incident happened the same week as Nick's infamous having sex with women is gay rant.
If we're really being honest, never having a girlfriend, never having sex with a woman really makes you more heterosexual, because honestly, dating women is gay.
He's a fag. He's a gay. He likes dick. He's a homosexual.
Now some of you are probably thinking, well, Mikey, how do you even know Mr. Krabs 9000 or any of these other accounts were really Nick's? It could just be a string of coincidences. Okay, let's disregard the frequency and swiftness with these account suspensions. Let's ignore that Groypers would somehow be immediately alerted to the existence of these accounts and flock over to follow them. Shit, let's ignore that even non-Groyper Nick Fuentes allies would suddenly follow these accounts out of nowhere, like how Ethan Ralph started following Mr. Krabs 9000 almost immediately after the account was made.
Guys, that's all just coincidences right there. It's all just random coincidences. There's no evidence of any of this stuff.
Know what the undeniable smoking gun that proves this was Nick's burner? He made a post about pepperoni pizza and a Pepsi with the caption, "Imagine eating this good." That alone would be pretty good proof, because taking pics of shitty food with the caption, "Imagine eating this good," is, for some reason, Nick's favorite thing to do. He's literally been doing it for years. He still does it now, but...
Oh god, what was that? That looks so disgusting. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that shit?
But what really made the Nick Fuentes Mr. Krabs 9000 connection irrefutable is that Nick talked about eating pizza and drinking a Pepsi like 30 minutes later on the show.
So before we get into that, I want to remind you to... I keep burping. I just had a pizza. I just ate a big cheese pizza and a glass of Pepsi. Mmm, yummy. That's why I was...
No straight man says, mmm, yummy. No. See, this is all you have to do. Everybody that hates Nick Fuentes, just play this video on repeat. Pizzagate is real.
A little bit late because I had some errands to do, and then I went over to my favorite pizza place.
Gotcha. So yeah, the trad, ultra-conservative, Christ-pilled nationalist leader of the dissident right movement America First watches trans femboy porn. The truth is that AF isn't Christ-pilled. It's rainbow-pilled. The most queer-coded...
I love these. I love this shit now. It's so funny.
Far-right group in history. The Groypers are literally just a group of terminally online, edgy, incel, pedophilic, gay degenerates LARPing as trad Christian conservatives. Can't even call them white nationalists because so many of these niggas are brown. This is the real America First. Honestly, I don't understand why Nick still pretends to be not gay when he's been caught pink-handed this many times and keeps this much zestiness around him. Where there's smoke, Nick, there's fire. And you, my Hispanic brother, are flaming.
We're gonna end that one there, but holy shit. This fucking video, just play it on repeat. Just play it on repeat, guys. You can't. We didn't even go into the fact that he had a date with a cat boy. He had a date with a cat boy. I didn't even go. That section doesn't even go into the dollhouse chats. It's so gay. So gay. So gay. How do we get here, by the way? How did we get here? I forgot. I forgot how we got here. I forgot how we got here. I'm not even lying. How do we get on Nick Fuentes? How do we get to Nick Fuentes and gay in this whole clip? I'm trying to play it back in my head. How do we get here? I don't remember. Anyways, okay. Well, on that note, I'm kind of out of shit to shit. I am out. I am out of content for tonight. See, even Dash doesn't remember. We were talking about the Epstein files. Then we started talking about Israel and the Jews and something with Nick. And then we started watching that and how Nick is just a fraud. That's all I know for sure. That's all I can remember. Anyways, we're going to start wrapping it up for the night. Because well, listen, we got a big old thing for tomorrow. Ooh, what the hell? Please type responsibly. What? I'm gonna be saving that for later. Anyways, sorry. Anyways, on that note, guys, you all have a lovely night. Remember, tomorrow, or today in some areas, I guess if you're in the East Coast weirdos. Anyways, we will be playing. Hodor is out the door. Proved it. Fuck you. Anyways, we will be doing my birthday stream, so make those dollars ready because we're gonna be drinking. I'm gonna be playing Resident Evil for the first time. Like actually playing it, not just getting to like room number 3 or whatever room it was, where you have the knife segment for the first time and where I fail and say, fuck it, I'm done. We're actually going to be playing the game. I'm going to be streaming it. I'm going to be drinking it. We're going to be celebrating my birthday. We're going to have a fun time. And I hope to see you guys all there. But in the meantime, you all have a lovely night. Have a lovely day wherever it is in the world that you guys might be at. Let's see, who can we raid into before we leave for tonight? Redirect. Ina, melees. Let's go. Let's go melees. We're gonna raid into the melees for tonight, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye. Love ya. I'm gonna go get some food.